ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादाः सरगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Welcome to all of you for this session. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number, canto number 3, chapter number 31st, sloka 18 onwards. So we know how to finish this chapter at any cost. This is our very mandatory thing. We are completely out of track actually. So can you give some mat or something? Because earthing is happening and cursor is not up. Something problem. Oh, yes. Yeah. ये ठीक से मुंह में हो रहा है। चलो पहले कर्सर ठीक से चलता था। चल अभी तो कुछ समस्या है। So इसमें सब और is not properly acting. फिर भी आ रहा है। कल भी प्रॉब्लम बारिश के कारण क्या पड़ेगा। ओके सो आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सीधे वो चार्ज होकर बॉडी में so, कौन सा श्लोक 17 है, हो गया क्या 17? 17 करना है। हाँ 17 हो गया, करना है। हाँ करना है ना तो। देह्यन्यदेह विवरी जठराग्निनाश्रु विन्मूत्रकूपपतितो वृषतप्तदेहः इच्छन्नितो विवसितुं गणयन् स्वमासाम् निर्वास्यते कृपणधीर्भगवन् कदा नो। See the position of the living entity in the womb of mother, how they are. So praying to the Lord, let us see. Fall into a pool of blood, stool, and urine within the abdomen of his mother. See, soul is falling. This baby is falling stool and urine. Whose stool and urine? His own. His own stool and urine. So his own body scorched by the mother's gastric fire. The embodied soul, anxious to get out, counts his months and prays, "Oh my Lord, when shall I, a rich soul, be released from this confinement?" So it's keep on counting. This is 8th month, this is 9th month, this is 10th month. Yes, now I am going to be out. Like that, it is practical. Day by day counts. This is the situation of the jiva. कदा निर्वास्यते इति माम उक्त्वा मयि संप्रति त्वाम इतः बहिः निष्क्रामयति निर्दयत्वमेव किम किम सरसन दास दंशम सात्मधिक्कार. So this jivatma is thinking, when I will be out. So my Lord, when will you take me out? And it is keep on so thinking like this. Nirdayatwameva. So don't you have mercy? I'm struggling here inside this womb. So, but it is saying that don't you have mercy, and also it is remembering his own fault actually to be there. Saladzam, Sashankam, Sa Rasanamsha, Rasana Damsham. Like that. लज्जा लज्जित होकर शंकित होकर अपने आप अपना जिह्वा को अपना खुद दांतों से ऐसा करते हुए. This is my mistake. One way it is telling because of too much pain of that means from that too much dirt is there and these insects are the worms are biting and suffocation And the agony from the mother's womb, gastric agony, because of gastric juices in the mother's womb, that's creating so heat, and body, this baby's body is not able to tolerate that heat. And because of this pain, this jivatma is saying that when I will be out from this body. Oh my Lord, don't you have any mercy on me? Like that, it is saying, and also it is remembering, "Arre, how you can show mercy, because it's my fault I am here." And by saying like, and then it is biting its own tongue actually. This jivatma. It is counting one after 1 month. It is counting actually. First month, second month, third, that's this 8th month, 9th month, 10th month. Because from 7th month onwards it is doing now. It has consciousness and praying. Now it is going to count in future 8, 9, 10 like that. This is the situation of the Prabhupada is writing. The precarious condition of the living entity within the womb of his mother is described here. On one side of where the child is floating is the heat of gastric fire. And on the other side are urine, stool, blood, and discharges. Baby is discharging their urine, stool also. So it is on that. And another side, gastric fire of the mother. After 7 months, the child who has regained his consciousness feels the horrible condition of his existence and prays to the Lord, counting the months until his release. He becomes greatly anxious to get out of the confinement. The so-called civilized man doesn't take count of this horrible condition of life, and sometimes, for the purpose of sense gratification, he tries to kill the child by methods of contraception or abortion. Unserious about the horrible condition in the womb, such persons continue in materialism, grossly misusing the chance of the human form of life. They eat babies, humans, and that flesh they eat. Several countries they eat. They have a lot of demand, baby body actually. In the human form of life, the intelligence is developed, and one has to utilize that developed intelligence to get out of the cycle of birth. Okay, next. येने दृशीं गतिमसौ दशमास्य ईशा सङ्गृहीतः कुरुदयेन भवदृशेन स्वेनैव तुष्यतु कृतेन सदीननाथः को नाम तत्प्रतिविनाञ्जलिमस्य कुर्यात्. My dear Lord, by your causeless mercy, I am awakened to consciousness. Although I am only 10 months old, for this causeless mercy of Supreme Personality of Godhead, the friend of all fallen souls, there is no way to express my gratitude but to pray with your hands. So, with the folded hands, we started praying to the Lord, and he is expressing his gratitude, causeless mercy, because it is able to remember his past bhakti. It is able to remember the entire thing, such a pity condition of his own, and it is able to remember Lord. Lord, by his causeless mercy, made that baby to remember who is Supreme Personality of God. because of the Lord's mercy, showing or expressing gratitude and with folded hands. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, intelligence and forgetfulness are both supplied by super soul sitting with the individual soul within the body. When he sees that a conditioned soul is very serious about getting out of the clutches of material influence, the Supreme Lord gives intelligence internally as super soul. So that means when the jivatma, karmi jivatma, when it come in association of devotees, and by their mercy, if it is able to understand who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in that situation, if you praise to the Lord, then Lord will be giving so intelligence actually internally. Externally, as a spiritual master, he is manifesting, and so that's why Guru Tattva. So guiding power. Guru means what? The one who guides. This is not belongs to Jivatma. This is nothing but Lord's potency. This is Lord's direct potency. So, like example, Prithu Maharaj's case. Prithu Maharaj is Jivatma, but he is having the capacity to rule the world. That Palana Shakti is belongs to Lord. Like Indra, he is having the ability to control all the demigods. So that Jivatma is given with the potency of the Lord. That's why it is able to control all the people, all the demigods, the subordinates. Similarly, in the case of Rishabhadev, is also Jivatma. And he was given with the Bhaga, Shakti, actually Bhaga. So that's why he is considered as so Bhagavad Shakti Avesh Avatar. So Shakti Avesh Avatar. And similarly, the case of Kumaras, they are also Jivatma. But so Shakti, Jnana Shakti is given to them, to the Jivatma. So Jivatma constitutionally it's just what is insignificant and it is a Tattva Shakti. The simple, so insignificantly small. But it is given with the potency. Similarly, Guru means Jivatma, but given the potency given to him. So guide potency. How to guide this Jivatma by the Lord. So that's why. So Guru Tattva is one only. Is one only. That potency, whoever is getting Jivatma, then is Guru. Is Guru actually. So in this way, if a lot of energy is given to Jivatma, then that is known as Shakti Avesh Avatar. If little energy is given to Jivatma, then that is known as Vibhuti. So Indra is Vibhuti. Prutu is Shakti Avesh Avatar of the Lord. That is the difference. Vibhuti when we call, huh? Less potency is given to. And when we call the Avatara, Shakti Avesh Avatara, when more potency is given. In this way. So, Lord Himself is manifesting in the form of Guru actually. Try to understand this. So that's why is a tattva actually. So Lord Himself, when you pray with the sadhus association, you came to know who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And with seriously, because of his initially asking Lord to give a Guru, then his potency only is coming in the form of Guru to you. Okay? Guru is nothing but who? Is Supreme Personality of potency, that is. Now, that's why one should treat Guru as what? Guru Devata. One should see Guru as Devata. That means Lord. One should see Guru as Supreme Personality of God. And one should respect him like that. So, Guru. Gurus are three types: Sravana Guru, Bhajana Siksha Guru, and role of the Sravana Guru. What Sravana Guru does? Huh? Sravana Guru teaches scriptures so that he is cause for what? Wow. ऐसा आते हैं वेरी गुड फाइनली आंसर्स आ रहे हैं ट्रांसेंडेंटल डायग्राम जो भी छोड़ देंगे वो वंचित हो जाएंगे असली ज्ञान से सब लोग देख रहे हैं ट्रांसेंडेंटल डायग्राम, पढ़ रहे हैं या नहीं? हाँ, ट्रांसेंडेंटल डायग्राम बुक पढ़ रहे हैं या नहीं? यस। Shravana Guru means what? The one who make you to hear scriptures and he will destroy what? Asambhavanas and viparita bhavanas. So that result is, outcome is what? Shraddha. Guru Prakaraha course also you all should hear. Guru Prakaraha course. Okay? Guru Prakaraha. ये आपके लिए ही मैं बना के रखा, मेरे लिए। हाँ, वेबसाइट इतना दिन आपको नहीं पता है? हाँ, यूट्यूब चैनल पता है या नहीं? यू टोल्ड। अच्छा अच्छा, इतना दिन नहीं पता है? देखिए, प्रभु जी को पता, आपको नहीं पता है, कितना मिस किया आपको। ओके, इसमें एंटर नहीं करूंगा तो डेंजर से। ठीक है, वही साधु बोलते हैं और कुछ नहीं। साधु बस, यस, गुरु नहीं, वो साधु है बस। This term is coined by, actually I don't know whom, but Jiva Goswami mentions the whole process. Jiva when come in contact with the sadhu, we call that as a personal protection guru, like that we say, but sadhu. The terminology of Bhakti Sandarbha is what? Sadhu. Call him as sadhu. Then after that, after hearing from sadhu, you feel to know more inquiries there. Vishesha Bhubhutsaya. Then you will be approaching, you are requesting one among these sadhus as guru actually. That means by the mercy of Lord, you are able to select one of these sadhu as your guru. You are surrendering to him. So that's why when you pray to the Lord, then he is manifesting externally in the form of guru. This should be the understanding. So one should not take guru as so easily. Guru means all gurus. So Sravana Guru, Bhajana Siksha Guru, or otherwise Diksha Guru. Whomever you loyally serve, you are going to get mercy actually. This is the Shastra is saying. Mantra Upadeshtrunam. So Bhagavad Shastra Upadeshtrunam va Sri Guru Charananam Nityam Sevam Kurya. The statement given by Srila Jiva Goswami is what? What about Diksha? So one should serve the Guru faithfully. Maybe his, who is Shravana Guru? ऐसा लुंज पुंज कुछ चेताने वाले ये श्रवण गुरु नहीं हो। शाब्दे परेच निष्णातः। One should be, हम सब गुरु नहीं है, हम ये जैसे चमचा है बस गुरु का। तो गुरु means what? शाब्दे परेच निष्णातः means what? In Shastra, he is expert actually, and he can convince any kind of person with Shastric understanding to do devotion. That ability should be there. And pare means he should be a realized soul. He should directly, you could have seen Krsna directly, experienced directly with his senses. Is Shravana. This is standard. This is a standard actually. We should raise the standard of our society goes. It's needed. Diksha Guru is the one who is giving mantra to you. Mantra. Which mantra? So, very good. Which mantra? The mantra which describe about the Swarupa of the Lord and also your relationship with the Lord. The mantra which describe Swarupa of the Lord and your connection with that Lord. What kind of connection you have? So the mantra which describes this is known as mantra actually. And whoever is giving that mantra and he is Diksha Guru. Harinam Diksha, Diksha nahi hai. Diksha means second initiation. As per Pancharatra Vidhi, so Diksha means what? Second initiation. What about first initiation? Huh? Huh? First initiation is according to Bhagavad Gita. It's not really such a, is a, as per the Pancharatra Vidhi, Diksha Vidhana is set by whom? Pancharatra Vidhi. There are two Vidhis are there. Bhagavad Vidhi, Pancharatra Vidhi. So if one take up, that means Siksha Guru, Bhajan Siksha Guru, and under his guidance, if he chant holy names, can he go back to Godhead or not? He can go back. But what is the need of Diksha? Diksha Guru, why we accept? Diksha, one take, in the Diksha, what they are getting? In Diksha, they are getting the mantra actually. What is the use of getting that mantra? To do Archana of the Lord actually. So that is the purpose of getting the mantra Diksha. So that's why whoever is getting the mantra, second initiation, that means mantra Diksha is happening. The purpose is to worship the Lord. So if mantra Diksha is necessary or not to go back to Godhead? Diksha is necessary to, is it necessary to go back to Godhead or not? Yes or no? No. As per the Bhajan Siksha Guru, if you follow faithfully Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, as per his direction, he should be realized so. And if he guide you, by his mercy, you can go back to God.
See, we should take the Shobra of spiritual master. We should take the initiation and serve all the 5.7.
Yes. Very good.
Okay.
Yes. So, everyone asks everyone so questions, what is it? So the point is here you see, as per Bhagavad Vidhi, we not necessary actually. There is no need to go for the Diksha. Who is saying? Jiva Goswami is saying. Where in Bhakti Sandarbha? Jiva Goswami. Yeah, in Bhakti Sandarbha. So as per Bhagavad Vidhi, if you do Shravanam, Kirtan, Vishnu Smaranam, Palsam, Archanam, their Archanam is not a way given by the Pancharatra. Archanam means simple Archanam. So Archanam, Sudasam, Sakyam, Atman, Vedanam, any one of the linga, any one anga or the two or three are full. If you take up and if you faithfully serve under the direction of whom? Bhajana Siksha. That means we call Siksha. Then by his mercy, he will go back to Godhead or not? Yes. This is known as Bhagavad. Okay, but Diksha system is introduced. What is the purpose of introducing Diksha? It is really necessary also, most of the people. The purpose of introducing Diksha is lazy, undisciplined, crazy people को लाइन में लाने के लिए, just to bring them to the track actually. How Narada Muni gave one system actually, how to do worship. For that worship, there is a mantra is needed. That mantra is describing your relationship with the Supreme Lord, and also Lord's form is also describing that mantra. Taking that mantra and with that mantra, as per the mantra teachings, you will be adopting the mood and as per the system given by the Maryada. That means Narada Muni is establishing some Maryada. Hey, you have to worship deities like this. You should do the avahana like this. For that, before that, you should clean body. You should do this anganyasa. You should do karanyasa. Then acharana before that anganyasa, karanyasa. And then after that, you should sit. Then after that, this is the vidhi to worship the Lord. Like this. And if you don't do this, then this is the prayaschitta. And this is the way he has defined. The elaborate process vidhi is known as Pancharatar vidhi. As per Pancharatar vidhi, you have to take what? If you want to worship deities, what you should do? You have to take diksha. Diksha. And diksha. That's why diksha is a must for whom? For grahasthas. नहीं तो वित्त शाट्य will happen. पैसा घर में accumulate होते जाएगा. क्यों? भगवान को भी नहीं रखकर उपासना नहीं करेंगे क्या करेगा पैसा को? पूजा करेंगे पैसा का पूजा. तो इसीलिए क्या करना चाहिए? गृहस्थ लोगों भगवान की डेटीज का उपासना करना चाहिए, राधा कृष्ण. क्योंकि राधा कृष्ण की उपासना करने के लिए तो मस्ट है दीक्षा. महाप्रभु नित्यानंद प्रभु तो बहुत मेर्सिफुल है, उन लोगों के लिए इतना विधि नहीं है. लेकिन डिसिप्लिन लाने के लिए गृहस्थ जीव गोस्वामी राइट्स फॉर गृहस्थ दिस इज मस्ट एक्चुअली टेकिंग दीक्षा. ब्रह्मचारी कंगाल है, पैसा नहीं कुछ नहीं, कहा क्या उपासना करेंगे? गुरु का भजन शिक्षा गुरु का सहारा ले लो, बस भजन करो चले जाओ. तो प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं परपट में, हम लोग का सिस्टम है दोनों का, भागवत विधि का और पांचरात्र विधि का मिक्स्ड है. तो इसीलिए आप ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते हैं कि कोई पहले इनिशिएशन ले लिया और सेकंड नहीं लिया तो वो भगवत धाम नहीं जाएगा. ऐसा है क्या? नहीं जाएगा. और सेकंड इनिशिएशन लेके जो उपासना नहीं करते वो नरक जाएगा. सेकंड इनिशिएशन लिया तो क्यों? मंत्र गृहस्थ के लिए. ब्रह्मचारी मंत्र सेकंड इनिशिएशन लिया, उपासना नहीं करने से कोई समस्या नहीं. भगवान के मंदिर में जाकर डेटीज का एक बार दर्शन करने से वो खत्म, उनके लिए कोई दोष नहीं लगता है. लेकिन गृहस्थ ये सब मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूं. कौन बोल रहे हैं? जीव गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं. नॉट इस वेणुगोपाल सुवाचा. इट इज इसका डिटेल वर्षन जानना है तो आपको गुरु प्रकारा सुनना पड़ेगा. लास्ट सेशन कम से कम सुनिए आप लोग. 6th and 7th sessions. There are 7 classes. 6 and 7 you should be. Guru prakara. So that's why living guru it should be actually. Bhajana Sravana guru should be living. Bhajana शिक्षा guru also living. Living guru. अभी पुस्तक है प्रभुपाद जी का, पुस्तक पढ़ के हम गोलोक धाम चले जाएंगे, गुरु को क्यों लेना है? ऐसा भी सोचते लोग. पुस्तक पढ़ के क्या समझ में आएगा? बोलिए आप लोग को. 2 दिन से मैं यही बोल रहा हूं. क्या समझ में आएगा? हम जो चाहेंगे वही दिखेगा पुस्तक में. हमारा कंडीशनिंग जो है उसी का अनुसार दिखता है परपुट्स भी है या नहीं? हमारा जो भी इच्छा है, हमारा जो भी राग है, जो भी है, उसी के अनुसार परपुट का भी मतलब दिखता है. इसको सटीक करने के लिए कौन चाहिए? एक गुरु चाहिए. तो वही लिविंग शिक्षा गुरु भी चाहिए, लिविंग श्रवण गुरु भी चाहिए. दीक्षा गुरु तो लिविंग ही होंगे. तो ठीक है, इसका बहुत विचार है. अभी इतना टाइम नहीं है इधर, हमारा तो टाइम ध्यान है. हाँ, बिना रेफरेंस का हम कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे. उस पूरा वो लेक्चर सुनिए भक्ति संदर्भ, आपको सब कुछ समझ में लाइन बाय लाइन डिस्कस फ्रॉम द बुक. माने गुरु तत्व का आजकल बहुत चल रहा है जमाना, तो इसीलिए थोड़ा सा समझ में आ जाए करके आ रहा है. प्रभुपाद भी लिखते हैं एक्चुअली परपट में. सो दिस सेकंड इनिशिएशन. But what about first initiation? First initiation is not like a mantra diksha. It's like some format to make people serious in holy name. So in chanting holy name, that system is given like that by our Bhakti Siddhanta. I'll send you one video. Bhanu Maharaj is giving comment on. You can see that video, then you will understand. Diksha means second initiation, and it is necessary for. और गृहस्थ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि पैसा घर में भरा पड़ा है और भगवान को एक फूल और एक फल लगते हैं. भगवान बोले पत्रम पुष्पम फलम तो यम करके वो श्लोक पढ़ के एक छोटा सा फूल और फल रख के बस हो गया भगवान. ये सब चलता है क्या? ये सब नहीं चलता. यदि आप करोड़पति है तो रोज 56 भोग बनाना है. और क्या करना है प्रभु? बांटो. क्या करेगा? नहीं तो क्या होगा? वित्त शाट्यम। वित्त शाट्यम मैंने पता है, पैसा का क्या होगा? एक्यूमुलेशन हो जाएगा अननेसेसरी। दैट विल ब्रिंग व्हाट? ग्रीड इन यू, पोल्यूट द हार्ट। जैसा पैसा वैसा सेवा। जैसा आपके पास धन रहे, जितना धन रहेगा उतना सेवा करना है अपुलेंटली। बहुत बड़ा सोने से मंदिर बनाओ, चांदी से, चांदी का कवरिंग रहेगा, भगवान को भी एकदम इतना सुंदर भगवान का सेवा हो जाए, रोज 2-2, 3-3 हजार का फूल लेके। यदि पैसा ज्यादा तो खर्चा करो, क्या है भगवान की सेवा।
First initiation के अंदर there will see some who is recommending as a school. Both of them they have sorry,
जिनको सरेंडर करेंगे उन्हीं का जाएगा पूरा। दोनों का कमिटमेंट एग्रीमेंट है। इन द फर्स्ट इनिशिएशन आल्सो, इन भागवत विद्या आल्सो, जिसको सरेंडर करेंगे, जो व्यक्ति आपको एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, उसका अर्थ है कि he is accepting wherever you are going to, that means wherever you are not able to go yourself, progress yourself, whatever the obstacles, anarthas are stopping you, that is his duty to remove.
first and second.
Any guru, Shravana guru, Siksha guru or Bhajan guru, to whom you surrender, you have to take that. He has to take. ऐसा नहीं केवल दीक्षा गुरु को जाता है। Or otherwise, you should not think that only Diksha Guru is responsible. Shiksha Guru also can take back into the Godhead, provided Shiksha Guru should be Shabde Parecha Nishnata.
Guru. So why you think you said the Guru is very distinct. So you said. So the person who is guiding, he is actually not a Guru.
He is not.
He's not a Guru. He is simply correcting. So why will you get the answer? Because he is not a Guru.
ये ऐसा है, एक अच्छा एग्जांपल देता हूँ. There is a ditch and full of mud. Okay, it's a big ditch. Okay, in middle is one person is there, and another person is a little bit near to the bank. Another even close, and another person is on the bank, and all are giving the hands. So the person who is in the bank ditch. So who's holding the person who is in the ditch? The just he is also another. He is also in the ditch only, but he is connected to. Then he can pull or not. Like that system happens. ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोग डायरेक्ट डिलीवरी करेंगे. But he should be connected with the living, perfected soul. He is like, you see, someone who is in the Gurukul system also, how it goes, education. In Gurukul, there will be only one Guru. He will be teaching to the senior disciples. Those will be teaching to the juniors, and juniors will be teaching to the sub-juniors. Like that. And everyone will become perfect by one Guru only. That's nowadays colleges, these are all bogus actually. It's completely bogus system. All the one college means 20, 30, 40 teachers and only 5 students for each teacher, like 200. The bogus. Actually, one guru for one guru is enough. And Brahmana should be expert in all the knowledge, and he should be the one is enough to run the whole group. And he can have hundreds of students, provided he's teaching his seniors and seniors are teaching the juniors and juniors are teaching like that. And they will be checking the education of the learning by Shastrartha. Time to time there will be, so the Shastrartha will be there, and how the juniors or sub-juniors are learning, their teacher will be sitting with the panel actually, panel of the expert, they sit and they check, now we'll speak about this issue. They should speak the hard, otherwise, sabko padega. There are no exams, there are some completely bogus exams simply. Who is reading that papers? Like now you write in the engineering some 20, 20, 30, 30 pages. Are you reading everything? Nobody reads actually. Length is measured in few marks actually. किसका वो राइटिंग हैंडेड समझ में भी नहीं आता है क्या लिखा। सच में पढ़ना है तो एक पेपर पढ़ने के लिए 1 से 2 दिन लगता है समझ के लिखने के मार्क्स देना है तो वो लोग कितना पैसा आता है ना पेपर करेक्शन के लिए है ना स्वामी परशुराम को तो पैसा के लिए क्या करते हैं टक 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 फॉर 1 और 50 पेपर करेक्शन करके फेंक देते हैं कौन चेक कर रहे थे इसीलिए वो सब बोगस मॉडर्न एजुकेशन सिस्टम इज व्हाट इज दैट बोगस सिस्टम but real shastra means in front of all the experts and all the assembly of the students he should speak the given issue on the given samasya he has to give the puranam actually samasya puranam should give the answer in front of everyone and they will ask left and right questions then by that he should be for answering that he should be expert in all the knowledge what are from the childhood what I learned everything he should remember in this way system goes actually Gurukul system modern na actually but gradually he wanted everything stabilized systems. But in the need of our na that's why he was giving this paper
Competition test first words are there.
yeah, is there. But that's the time being we adapted so many things which are not standard as per Vedic culture, but he wanted everything to come into the practice. Yes, so.
He said first initiation is not a actually.
Yes, I am not saying.
Jiva Goswami.
No, Bhanu Maharaj is saying. I'll send a video.
Without any section, the mantras are not.
Bhanu Maharaj is saying because Shastra is saying. He explains. I'll send that video. Okay.
Shastra says without any section, the mantras are not equal.
This new topic you want to take? Shastra says without what?
Without initiation.
Without initiation, without diksha, mantras will not work. This is a new topic. You want to take this topic?
And this we explained.
This is a new topic because we are discussing Bhagavat Vidhi and Panchratra Vidhi. Every Vidhi itself is perfect. Bhagavat Vidhi you can practice and you can go back to Godhead. As per Bhagavat Vidhi, there is no need of diksha. And as per Bhagavat Vidhi, if you chant the holy names of the Lord, you can go back to God, which are given by your Siksha Guru. There also Guru is there. It's not that the Guru is not there. Guru is must in both Vidhis. There who will be there? Bhajan Siksha Guru. If you loyally surrender to him and as per his directions, if you follow the bhajan, you'll go back to God.
From I have taken diksha. That is my first initiation. And that is my not diksha guru. That is my
Siksha Guru.
Shiksha guru.
Yes, Bhajan Siksha. See, I am saying as per the standards of scriptures, and now in our society, so usage it became normally so Harinam Diksha they are saying. See, as per our conventions, we kept the name of Harinam Diksha we are saying. But as per scripture, it is not a Diksha. You understand it? Local terminology, people all together said that this Harinam is also Diksha. But in Gaudiya Math, they say Harinam Ashray only. They don't say it is Diksha. Diksha means second initiation. Okay. All this. Yeah. So from the beginning they are following. Pancharath, we are the followers of Narada Muni. So that's why our acharyas also they are worshipping or the Archana. They are worshipping the Lord. All Gopala Bhatta Goswami and also other, they are all worshipping Lord actually. Rupa Goswami also have deities. That means that is through Pancharatra Vidhi. Pancharatri Vidhi is telling about temple worship. Okay.
Home worship is not included.
Home worship is just keeping photos, and this is, if you take diksha, then it is as per Pancharatri, second initiation. You are chanting the mantras of clean mantras while worshipping. Then that is Pancharatri. If you don't take clean mantras and simply you say Hare Krishna, then this is Archana as per Bhagavati.
So entire process like worship or there are very complex of worship.
Worship is also, standards are there. As per Bhagavad Vidhi, standards is very low. And as per Pancharatri, standards are very high. Strong Maryada is established. Why? The reason is Gadarya. कदर्यशीलाना। चलो अभी तो ये बहुत हो गया। प्रश्यत्ययं दिशनयाननु सप्तवत्री चारीरके दशम शरीर्य परस्वदे यसृष्टया तमहं पुरुषं पुराणं पश्ये बहिर्हृदि च चैत्यमिव प्रतीतम्। The living entity in another type of body sees only by instinct. He knows only the agreeable and disagreeable sense perceptions of that particular body. But I have a body in which I can control. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances and to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by whom I have been blessed with this body and by whose grace I can see him within and without. What living entity is saying? Living entity is saying, स्वस्मिन् भगवत् कृपातिशय मन्यतो वैलक्षण्येन आहा अयं मनुष्य जातिमापन्नः सप्तवद्रीः, and 7 dhatus. Our body is made up of 7 dhatus, like flesh, blood, and so on, so all like fat. So these 7 dhatus bodies happen. Jivakaha saririke sarira bhave sukha dukkhe eva dishnaya buddhya pashyati tatha aparaha kaschit bhagavan. In this sloka, we are seeing the difference between the jivatma's body and Lord's body. Lord's body is different. Kaschit bhagavan. Swadehe sadaho dasha shariri jnani bhavati. Aham tu. So I have a body in which I can control my senses and can understand my destination. Therefore, I offer respectful to the Supreme Lord. The purport, the evolutionary process of different types of bodies is something like that of fructifying flower. Just as there are different stages in growth of the flower, the bud stage, the blooming stage, and full-fledged grown-up stage of aroma and beauty. Similarly, there are 84 lakhs of species. That means jivatma, after getting punishment, as per the remaining karma and vasanas, it is going to get the animal body, and then it is evolving till the human body. And there is a systematic progress from lower species of life to the higher. The human form of life is supposed to be the highest, for it offers consciousness for getting out of the clutches of birth and death. Okay, human form of life is the highest because the intelligence is there. So, the distinction between an animal and a man is that animal cannot control himself and has no senses of decency. What is that? Ahara nidra, hayamaitam. Only this much they can do. That means animals, they only accept and reject the objects which are favorable to their senses. This much only they can do. If some object is favorable to their senses, it will accept. and if some object is not favorable to their senses, it reject. They are fully living on the based on sense gratification. If humans, instead of doing this sense gratification, if they don't do higher things like who is Supreme Personality of Godhead and accepting things based upon, so his yoga sadhana, means bhakti yoga sadhana, the jnana yoga sadhana. So he is simply animal. But if he makes his priorities for connecting himself with Supreme Lord, then that is human life. Otherwise, that human life is not human life. That is animal life. Whereas the human being has a sense of decency and can control himself. If this controlling power is not exhibited by the human being, then he is no better than animal. So that's why now in the present society, that means the government and all the citizens, everyone is completely on sense gratification. Government duty is, that means first of all, every government head, in his head what should be there? What is the ultimate goal of the life? This should be there in his mind. And he should be that is the leader actually. And he should make everyone in the city or in the kingdom or in the country. So every citizen should follow. So towards ultimate goal of the life. That is the duty. That is the duty of a Kshatriya actually. If a king or Kshatriya or a leader, even the leader of the family, husband should do that. If wife is not able to do bhakti, then it's the duty of husband to make her to do. Our children, similarly, teacher in the school. So similarly, like that, you can see everywhere whoever is the leader, then he should make his subordinates should go towards the ultimate goal of the life. So then that is the society. But the present society is simply based upon the sense control. By controlling the senses or by the process of yoga regulation, one can understand the position of his self, the super soul, the world and their interrelations. Living entity is born of him. Living entity का birth है या नहीं? हाँ? Living entity का birth है या नहीं? हाँ? न जायते न मृत्यते, ना birth है. मन इधर क्या लिख रही है? Living entity is born of him. The living entity is born of the Supreme Godhead as part and parcel. इसका अर्थ क्या होगा? इसका अर्थ क्या है born का अर्थ? चिंता नहीं, ये सब ये बहुत बढ़िया है. कुछ भी नहीं होता, चिंता बोल दो बस. हाँ? Just is the meaning is we are his energy. That is the meaning actually. He is the origin for everything. That is the sense of saying here born. He is the source of everything. Even he is the source of jivatma. We are also his potency only. In that sense, it is said. It's not that we are taking birth and one day everything is one and थोड़ा सा छोटा सा टुकड़ा काट के निकाल दिया तो उस दिन से ये जीवात्मा हो गया. ऐसा ही क्या है? ऐसा नहीं.
Can be from the outside.
हाँ.
That can.
Like he is coming out from the law, like that. Yes. You are very intelligent. Next. सोऽहं वसन्नपि विभो बहुदुःखवासं गर्भान्ननित्यगमिषे पैनन्दकूपी यत्रोपयतामुपसर्पति देवमाया मिथ्यामतिर्यदनु संसृतिचक्रमेत. Therefore, my Lord, although I am living in a terrible condition, I don't wish to depart from my mother's abdomen to fall again into the blind well of materialistic life. Your external energy called Devamaya at once captured the newly born child and immediately false identification, which is the beginning of the cycle of continual birth and death begins. ये भक्त जीवात्मा डर रहे हैं बाहर आने के लिए, जैसे सुखदेव गोस्वामी डर गए. Oh my Lord, I don't want to go out because if I, at the time of taking birth, because of the heavy pressure on him from mother and such a small place it should come out. So because so much pressure, because of that heavy pain, it got fainted, and after that, what praise it did in the womb? Nothing, no remembrance, gone. Everything forgot. Is going to happen. What about the कर्मी जीवात्मा, कर्मी जीव? उसके लिए तो कोई समस्या नहीं, कुछ भी याद नहीं, कुछ तो याद ही हुआ. और what about ज्ञानी जीव, ज्ञानी बेबी? योगा भूल जाएगा, योगा नहीं, कुछ नहीं. योगा पूरा भूल गया.
By this time, we have second. Child, mothers, and they my attention. So, what I want to say, like the mother is already in the middle world. So, how come the child is not under the influence of Devana? Then he's able to this mind is developed. So, why do you think that as
When it is in the womb, why it is not under the clutches of Devamaya? It is also in the clutches of Devamaya. Only in the 7th month it came to know. Only by the mercy of Lord it is able to remember. That's why it said thanks in the last one. It was saying thanks for the Lord. Because of your mercy only I am able to remember you are there. Lord making that Bhakta Jiva to remember him for some time. Only 7th month to 10th month is remembering. After that, before also. It is also under the clutches of Maya inside also. We also remember, na, after getting heavy pain, we say, Lord, you are there, where are you, please? Then after that, we also. So therefore, my Lord, although I am living in a terrible condition, I don't wish to depart from my mother's abdomen to fall again into the blind well of the material life. You see purport. As long as the child is within the womb of his mother, he is in a very precarious and horrible condition of life. But the benefit is that he revives pure consciousness of his relationship with the Supreme Lord and prays for deliverance. But once he is outside the abdomen, when a child is born, Maya or the illusion energy is so strong that he is immediately overpowered into considering his body to be himself. Living in this soon forgets his position and becomes entangled in bodily relationships. This case of Jiva, which is Bhakta Jiva, yes, this is. In the Karmi Jiva, there is no question of all these things. It already forgot. 20th sloka, na? Okay. Whoever surrenders unto the lotus feet of Krishna can get out of this false conception of life. By the influence of Maya, only one forgets his eternal relationship with Krishna and identify himself with this. So that's why, as per our transcendental diagram, so surrender is a symptom of Dura Shraddha, and he should surrender. Then only, so he can be out. Why this? अच्छा ये माला चाहिए for the fly के लिए, ये माला के लिए आई वो, एक fly मेरा देखो नहीं छोड़ रही वो, क्योंकि इस माला से बहुत अच्छे सुगंध आ रहे हैं ना, उसको भी चाहिए। ये सोच रहे हो, क्यों ये महाभारत में तो अच्छे गुरु थे। हम नहीं देंगे माला। तस्मादहं विगत विप्लव उद्धरिष्यामि आत्मानमाशु तमसः सुहृदात्मनैव भूयो यथा व्यसनमेतदनेकरन्ध्रम् मामे भविष्यदुपासितं विष्णुपादम्। Therefore, without being hesitated any more, I shall deliver myself from the darkness of innocence with the help of my friend, clear consciousness. Simply by keeping the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu in my mind, I shall be saved from entering into the wombs of many mothers for repeated birth and death. He's telling now. Pure consciousness is his friend actually, and it wants to keep Lord in his mind. स्मरण कीर्तनादिभिर आश्रितो विष्णोः तव पादौ. So it is telling that I will take shelter of your lotus feet and I will be doing this bhajan so that I don't need to enter into the so many wombs. Next, here the illusory energy acts within the abdomen as well as outside the abdomen. But the trick is that one should remain Krishna consciousness and then the effect on him. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that one's intelligence is his friend or mind is friend if you control it. So he also the same idea is repeated. Suhrudatma naiva, friendly intelligence. That means friendly consciousness. So good consciousness is friend for us. That means good control mind we can say. So with that I take the help of my friend. This jivatma is telling. That means I will never forget you. I will control my mind and I will worship you, your lotus feet in my heart. So that I don't need to enter into the so many wombs like this again. Without being unnecessarily hesitated, if we take to the process of Krishna consciousness by constantly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The cycle of birth and death can be stopped for good. We all, I think, might have prayed like that. है ना? ये नहीं कि आप लोगों में ये हैं आप लोग भूल गए एक्चुअली. इसीलिए आप लोग क्या प्रॉमिस करके आए वूम में? मैं अपना फ्रेंड का सहारा लूंगा. कौन है वो फ्रेंड? माइंड, कंट्रोल माइंड. और निरंतर मैं आपका भगवान से उधर प्रॉमिस करके आए हम लोग. तो आपका सेवा करूंगा और आपका श्रवण कीर्तन आदि रूपा भक्ति करूंगा, आपका स्मरण करूंगा. कॉन्स्टेंटली चांटिंग. कॉन्स्टेंटली माने 24 आवर्स, नॉट 2 आवर्स. 2 घंटा वो केवल पॉपकॉर्न जैसे है, वो केवल ब्रेकफास्ट है. वी शुड टेक फुल. ब्रेकफास्ट से पेट भर जाए नहीं, चटनी जैसे है, फुल मील नहीं. चटनी खा के आप खुश हो जाएंगे क्या? 2 आवर्स चांटिंग इज लाइक चटनी. कोई चटनी दिया, कोई कुछ भी नहीं दिया, केवल चटनी दे तो आप क्या बोलेंगे? अरे कहाँ है फुल फुल मील? तो ये नहीं तो नहीं पूछेंगे. जब में अरे 2 घंटा क्यों करना है प्रभु? हमको तो पूरा दिन भर करना है. ऐसे कभी पूछते? गुरु जी आप क्यों बोल रहे 2 घंटा करने को? एक्चुअली वी आर नॉट डिवोटी फॉर 2 आवर्स. ये भक्ति हम लोगों के लिए एक साइड बिजनेस नहीं है. घर में परिवार चलाएंगे, मजा लेंगे और खाएंगे पिएंगे और वो सब करने के बाद 2 घंटा बचा के जब करेंगे. ये साइड बिजनेस है. ये भक्ति नहीं होता है. इस ये करने से हम लोग भक्त नहीं होंगे. किसको कहते हैं भक्ति? जो 24 घंटा भगवान को याद करते हैं वो भक्त है। वैसे कौन कर सकते हैं? कौन? जो, बोलिए आप लोग, जो फुल सरेंडर। यार यार वर्ड्स आना चाहिए यार। जो व्यक्ति पूर्ण रूप से शरणागत है, ऐसा जो शरणागत हुआ वो व्यक्ति ही 24 घंटा याद रखता। नहीं तो कौन याद आते? मम्मी याद आएगा, कुछ 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 दर्द होते हैं मम्मी, नहीं तो पापा। ये मम्मी कॉन्शियसनेस है। ये भक्ति क्या है? ज्ञान कर्मादि और सच बोल रहा हूं मैं, पूरी सरल बोल रहा हूँ लेकिन ये सच है, ये सत्य है। जो व्यक्ति सर्व समस्त उपाधियों से बाहर आना पड़ेगा तभी जाकर, इसीलिए हम लोग भक्त है या नहीं? हम लोग भक्त नहीं, एज पर डेफिनेशन ऑफ रूप गोस्वामी का, उनकी अनुसार, उनकी डेफिनेशन के अनुसार। अभी उन्होंने एक मापदंड रख के रखा, उससे मेजर करेंगे हमारा चेतना को। तो उस दंड के अनुसार, उस स्टेप के अनुसार, स्केल के अनुसार मेजर करेंगे हमारा चेतना को, तो वो हम लोग का चेतना वैलिड नहीं होगा शुद्ध भक्ति के अंतर्गत। शुद्ध भक्ति में अन्याभिलाष ज्ञान कर्मा जाता। तो कुछ लोग बोलते बैकडोर। कौन सा बैकडोर? कहाँ लिखा है? दिखाइए इधर। ये बैकडोर कुछ एंकरेजमेंट के लिए प्रभुपाद जी कभी कभी बोलते हैं कुछ लोग। भक्ति में से बच्चों को मैं आपको पूरा सो मैं देख लेता हूँ, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना, वैसा बोलते हैं। लेकिन प्रभुपाद यह क्या कांस्टेंट चैंटिंग का अर्थ क्या होता है? उधर बैकडोर है, आप कांस्टेंट चैंटिंग कोई जरूरत नहीं, रूप गोस्वामी का डेफिनेशन फॉलो करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं, शुद्ध भक्ति कोई जरूरत नहीं। लिखना चाहिए ना, 24 आवर चैंटिंग क्यों लिखते हैं तब? तो बैकडोर वो, यू हैव टू टेक द इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ श्रील प्रभुपाद। So what is the intention behind that? Intention also should take, not literally useful for our covering the laziness. We should all satisfy the condition given by the Shastra actually. And Prabhupada never speak against the Shastra. And he never manufacture new methods which are not approved by Shastra. He is an authentic Acharya actually. And for encouragement of people, whatever he said, that you have to take as it is, like encouragement words only. But you read the purports. Purports are clear for us. It's not like the 2 hours chanting. One should constant chanting, one should do. So that's why further, then bhakti begins. But that's why अभी हम पूर्ण भक्त है करके सोचेंगे तो आगे बढ़ने के लिए कुछ नहीं रहेगा। अरे तो मेरा सब कुछ है, मेरे भाग तो समझ में आ गया, मैं 16 माला जप कर रहा हूँ, तो मैं तो मंदिर में थोड़ा सेवा भी दे रहा हूँ, मैं नेक्स्ट गोलोक धाम जाने वाला ही। ऐसा आराम से बिंदास सो गए, और लेकिन असली मतलब समझ के, बिना समझ के, तो मृत्यु आ गया, चले गए। उस समय उधर देखते, अरे मैं सोचा टिकट मांग के चले जाता, लेकिन वो तो इधर तब दोबारा याद आएगा सब। इस बार जरूर करूंगा, राइट अंडरस्टैंडिंग से भक्ति करूंगा करके वहां दोबारा करना अंदर जाके। लेकिन उस दिन वेणुगोपाल बोला, लेकिन हम नहीं सुना। ऐसे क्यों किया मैंने करके आप उस समय सोचिए, कोई फायदा नहीं। अभी बस अभी सुनिए, अभी सुनने से अच्छा होता है। हाँ, कर्म में शुभ। Practice to build up that. Yes. Thousands of years into sadhana, don't build up that. Yes. Not getting. Second is Krishna also doesn't give. Yes. Krishna also doesn't. Then person will think that okay, ये टिकट तो मिलेगा नहीं, मैं तो लोग तीन चले जाओ कर्म में शुभ करके सालों की चले जाएगी।
साधु के चलेंगे तो तुम्हारा पुण्य भी ज्यादा
नहीं होगा, लेकिन रस क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? जो रस है, शुद्ध भक्तों के लिए रस का आस्वादन होता है, क्योंकि सेवा, रस सेवा से आता है। उनको वही रस नहीं, केवल स्पिरिचुअल कंफर्ट्स मिलता है, बट नॉट दी रसा। रस ओनली पॉवर।
सेवा करना चाहिए तो वहां सेवा कर सकते,
ऐसा वो फीलिंग ही नहीं आएगी, क्योंकि वैसा एसोसिएशन जब होगा तभी होता है, नहीं तो वो बस उसी कंफर्ट से हैप्पी रहते हैं, बोलते हुए मैं ऐसे खुश हूँ। लेकिन इतना रस का चीज आपके लिए है तो थोड़ा मेहनत करके रस पियेंगे, एक दिन ड्राई ड्राई चीज ले लेंगे, रस का आस्वादन करना चाहिए। कर सकते हैं जी, आप जैसे कोई शुद्ध भक्त उधर संग दे देंगे उन लोगों को जाके तब तो वो लोग भक्त बन ही जाएंगे, हो सकता है। हाँ? Next part. Within Vaikuntha also there is a possibility of getting association of pure devotees like Narada Muni and others. They may go and deliver them once. But jivas, there are more crores of jivas are there than the on this earth.
they are all singing the glories of the Lord.
Oh, not only devotees. There are that's the singers, Vaimanikas, Urukshas, birds, and also full trees. They are devotees actually. वो तो माने उधर वैकुंठ में भक्त भी रहते हैं और ऐसे मुक्ति प्राप्त किया लोग भी रहते हैं। वैकुंठ बहुत विशाल एक ब्रह्मांड, उसके सामने कुछ भी नहीं है। हमारा ब्रह्मांड एक छोटा सा इतना है, बस सीड की जैसे, मस्टर्ड सीड की। वैकुंठ वो एक वैकुंठ है, करोड़ों आंखों वैकुंठ है। One doesn't need any material arrangement to cultivate Krishna consciousness. One can cultivate Krishna consciousness anywhere and everywhere, provided he can always think of. What is the meaning of always? ऐसा हमारे सब कुछ करने के बाद जो बचा टाइम है वो ऑलवेज हो जाता है हम लोग, क्योंकि प्रभु जी जीने के लिए तो काम भी करना है ना प्रभु, काम में कैसे याद करते हैं? और ये सभी तो हम लोग करना है, उस समय तो ध्यान लगा के काम करना है, तभी ना तो भक्ति करेंगे। तो इसीलिए सभी करके तो जो भी टाइम बचेगा उस समय मैं भगवान का ही चिंतन करता हूँ प्रभु, ऐसा अर्थ लेते हैं ऑलवेज का अर्थ। ऑलवेज का अर्थ ये होता है? ऑलवेज का अर्थ ये नहीं होता। ऑलवेज का अर्थ ऑलवेज होता है, मीन्स 24 आवर्स। तो प्रभु मैं तो कैसा काम करे, कैसा जिए, ये सब कैसे है प्रभु? भक्ति करने के लिए सब तो जरूरी है, ये काम करना, कर्म करना, इसी को बोलते हैं कर्म मिश्र भक्ति। मैंने जिसकी भरोसा भगवान पर पूरा नहीं है तो उसका ऐसे रहते हैं। तो कैसा प्रभु हो सकता है कि भगवान देख लेंगे क्या? फिर भी मैं सब कुछ भगवान की शरणागत हो जाती, हाँ देख लेंगे। अनन्यास चिंतयन्तो माम ये जना पर्युपासन्ते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहामि। आई विल टेक केयर। तो वो इतने मुश्किल लग रहा है तो मुश्किल नहीं।
Sorry, one more question. Why do we say that you could go and work outside and earn for it? You do not come back.
Yes.
You come only once in a year. That also means like.
Krishna also saying, कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भूमा तो संगोस्व कर्मणि। हे अर्जुन, तुमको कर्म करने में अधिकार है, कर्म करो। ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हैं? और ये भी बोल रहे हैं सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि। ये भी बोल रहे यत् करोषि यज्जुहोषि ददाति यत्, ये भी बोल रहे हैं तुम जो भी करेंगे तो वो मुझे दे। ये कैसा कंफ्यूज कर रहे हैं कृष्ण? ऐसा हमारा प्रीचर्स भी हमको कंफ्यूज कर रहे हैं कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है इधर। ये हैं जिनको दृढ़ श्रद्धा हो गया, उसके लिए बोल रहे भगवान सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज। जिसका दृढ़ श्रद्धा नहीं हुआ उसको बोल रहे यत् करोषि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत्, जो भी करेंगे वो ये ऑफर करो। माने आप हमारा ट्रांसेंडेंटल डायग्राम देखेंगे, ये डायग्राम आपको नहीं छोड़ना है। ये इन लोगों कौन है, इधर का लोग कौन है, ये लोग कौन सा कैटेगरी वाले हैं, कौन सा श्लोक अप्लाई नहीं इधर, सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं। और ये लोगों यत्करोषि, हाँ, इन लोगों में। और ये लोगों को कर्मण्यवाधिकार से, इन लोगों को उनको कर्म करने के लिए अधिकार है, कर्म का फल को हमारे ऊपर त्याग दो, समर्पित कर दो, इनको बोल रहे हैं। वो निष्काम कर्म है। अभी कौन सा कंफ्यूजन है इधर, यदि योग्यता दृढ़ श्रद्धा है तो छोड़ के आ जाओ। अब दृढ़ श्रद्धा नहीं है, बस मंदिर में आके बाहर बन जाएंगे, क्या फायदा, 24 आवर सेवा करने के लिए रेडी नहीं है, शरणागत नहीं, केवल मंदिर में बैठूंगा, तो बोलेंगे जाओ बाहर कर्म कर दो, पैसा लेके आओ। ये सही है ना, ये है। हाँ मिश्र भक्त, ये क्योंकि इधर दैवर्णाश्रम का गोल है शुद्ध भक्ति, इसीलिए वो लोग इधर आना चाहते हैं, लेकिन ये लोग इधर नहीं आना चाहते, इसीलिए क्या है ना, ऐसा सीधा चले जाएंगे। एक लाइन लिंक कर दें तो कर देता हूँ मैं आपके लिए। वैकुंठ प्राप्ति करा देंगे, ठीक है। एक्चुअली मेन डायग्राम में ये दो ही रहता है, इसके ऊपर में देखेंगे, उसमें दो ही रहते हैं, तीन नहीं रहते हैं, एक्चुअली दो ही रहता है इसमें। ये इसका जरूरत नहीं, ये मेन आइटम नहीं है, ये निष्काम कर्मयोग नहीं दैवनाश, ये एडिशनली कुछ दिखाने के लिए रखा गया बस। एक्चुअली जब मैं लिखता हूँ, मैं ड्रा करता हूँ, इसमें दो ही काफी है, क्योंकि ऐसे तीन योगास्त्रया मया प्रोक्त, तीन ही बोला गया, उसमें दो ही मार्ग है, एक भक्ति मार्ग का ज्ञान मार्ग। तो यही लोग भी जाते हैं ऐसा, साइड में ऐसा कुछ इनविजिबल एक रूट है, उससे चले जाएंगे वो, बगल से सकीना है। ठीक है, इसलिए भगवत गीता कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं दे रहे हैं। सर्वधर्म, अर्जुन पूरा, अर्जुन युद्ध क्यों किया, क्यों किया, हाँ? Good. भगवान को प्लेजर कर्म से आता है क्या, श्रवण कीर्तन से आता है? ऐसा कहा है युद्ध करने से मुझे प्लेजर आता है करके, कौन सा श्लोक में लिखा है? दिखाइए, कौन सा श्लोक में लिखा, दिखाइए। बट उससे वो तो सभी जीव के लिए दिए हैं, सभी जीव के लिए वर्ण और आश्रम का सिस्टम दिए हैं, सबको फॉलो करने के लिए बोले। ये वर्णाश्रम सिस्टम फॉलो करने से मुझे आनंद आता है, माने वो गौड़ी वैष्णव फिलॉसफी नहीं है। तो रूप गोस्वामी का जो भक्ति अंगों में कर्म करके ऑफर करने की कुछ अंग है क्या, 64 अंग में कर्म करके ऑफर करना रिजल्ट है क्या, तो उससे भगवान संतुष्ट होता है करके कहीं लिखा है? बोलिए आप लोग, नहीं है ना, यस और नो? 64 लिंक्स में कर्मार्पण में है या नहीं, भगवान उससे प्लीज होता है करके उधर भी दिए या नहीं दिए रूप गोस्वामी? तो कर्म करके ऑफर करने से भगवान संतुष्ट होता है, वो गौड़ी वैष्णव सिद्धांत है क्या? नहीं, वो किसका है, वो दैव वर्णाश्रम में रहने वाले के लिए। हम लोग पागल होते हैं। दैव वर्णाश्रम का फिलॉसफी और बोलते हैं गौड़ी वैष्णव। वो इधर का है बात, बात क्या है समझिए आप लोग, इसमें कृष्ण संतुष्ट होते हैं करके प्रभुपाद लेक्चर्स में भी सुनते हैं, कृष्णा भी प्लीज, सो फॉर प्लेजर ऑफ कृष्णा अर्जुन फॉट, ऐसा करके हम लोग सुनते भी हैं। ये कैसा है था, तो ये सब किस सेंस में प्रभुपाद जी बोल रहे हैं ये समझना चाहिए। तो इधर का अर्थ ये है, एक्चुअली अर्जुन शुद्ध भक्त है। कहाँ है अर्जुन का स्थान इसमें डायग्राम में? इधर है, नहीं तो इधर है। हाँ, दृढ़ श्रद्धा के बाद में, आफ्टर और बिफोर? आफ्टर. So after, that means after dृढ़ श्रद्धा means, does he need to do kshatriya work or not? Not necessary. But why he is doing? For certain example to society, that's all. He is always remembering Krishna itself. He is a Nara. And Krishna is saying to fight. To whom? Those who need to get the dृढ़ श्रद्धा by association of. How to get dृढ़ श्रद्धा? Dृढ़ श्रद्धा one can get from where? Huh? दृढ़ श्रद्धा का सिम्टम वो है। बुखार क्यों आता है? अभी मैं पूछा आपको, तो बुखार क्यों आता है? मैंने गर्मी के कारण आता है। अरे गर्मी बुखार का सिम्टम होता है, लेकिन बुखार आया किसके लिए? कोई इन्फेक्शन के कारण आता है। तो वैसे श्रद्धा है, श्रद्धा का सिंपल सरेंडर है, लेकिन सरेंडर के कारण श्रद्धा। हाँ बोलिए, मैं इतना बार बोला एकदम 3 दिन में एकदम। साधु मर्जी से मंगल को उदय होता है, लेकिन श्रद्धा आएगा कैसा? श्रवण और मननम। बोलिए ना, थोड़ा सा उत्साह हमको भी आएगा, कुछ सुन रहे हैं करके। श्रवणम और मनन, मनन करने से होता है। तो सभी असंभावना विपरीत भावना नष्ट होने से श्रद्धा आता है। लेकिन दैव वर्णाश्रम हम लोगों का क्या महत्व है? क्या है? माने हम लोगों अपना वर्ण को पता कर कि उससे कर्म करके उस कर्म को भगवान क्या है? Is this the philosophy or philosophy? This is not our philosophy actually. Following our varnas and offering the result of that work, that duties, and by that pleasing Lord and getting the Krishna prema. Is this the Vaishnava philosophy? Is this the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy? This is not at all Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. Try to understand. This is for the regular varnashram system. They will do like that. Some is the right portion. Don't mix everything. So, but still we take the help of Daiva varnashram only the time we so not enter into pure devotion. We take the help of Daiva varnashram to be in the mode of goodness. Because jivatma is not Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Jivatma is servant of the Lord. So that's why what is its duty? Direct doing services, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam Nivedam. This is the thing. ऐसा नहीं बुढ़े होने तक भाई कर्म करते रहता हूं और उसका फल भगवान को दे रहे हैं, भगवान मंदिर में दान दे रहा हूं, बाकी मैं खुश हूं, मैं भगवान खुशी कर रहा हूं। इस प्रकार के जीवन पूरा घपा देंगे तो वो कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त करेगा? नहीं करेगा। दिस इज नॉट द फिलॉसफी। Varnashram is only for external purpose. Karmarpan is not the goal. Don't learn, that means from Krishna, from the Bhagavad Gita, don't take a miss teaching. No. That's Arjuna is fighting for Krishna, so I will also do my whole work for their whole life. करते रहेंगे मरने तक, उससे भगवान खुश हो जाएंगे। ऐसा क्या फिलॉसफी? ये गलत है एक्चुअली। You have to सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणं व्रज. This is our philosophy actually. So, but before that, you have to do your duties. But you should take sannyas at the time of, at least you should leave the grihastha by age of 50, 60 years. Babuji take 60 over.
लेकिन आता वेद विद्या श्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रम हम सिद्धि हरि तोषण तो उसमें है।
Yeah, we do offer our karma for his pleasure, not for getting detachment from the karma. That is the meaning.
But it pleases Krishna. हम सिद्धि हरि तोषण
To please Krishna, we offer. But what it is, Krishna will be, even he says, Jnanis are mine, they are equal to me. So, they are my heart, he says. Jnanis also. सो इसमें भी देखिए आपको भी बहुत कुछ पसंद होता है, लेकिन सबसे बढ़िया पसंद भी होता है. So there Krishna is happy means what? He is ultimate happy? No. Who? How to know that Krishna will be happy, more happy by what activities? Who is saying? Rupa Goswami is saying. Bhagavatam is saying. Already saying. So 64 limbs full surrender होकर so direct devotions करने के लिए बोल रहे हैं, उससे खुश हो जाएंगे. Okay, now you all understood what is the difference between karmarpanam. Why Arjuna fought? Wow, this is the answer to set an example. That of course by that Lord will be happy, but ultimate happy is not by that. Happy means what? मनमना भव मत भक्तो मध्याजी माम नमस्कुरु. ये सभी क्या है? डायरेक्ट डिवोशनल एक्टिविटीज. ये करना चाहिए. तो लोग पूछते हैं, अरे अर्जुन तो सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य ये सब सुन के भी युद्ध क्यों किया? आप लोग बोलते भगवान को प्रसन्न करने की, लेकिन इधर तो सब कुछ छोड़ के बनमना भव बोल रहे हैं, तो ये नहीं करना, ये करना चाहिए ना. तो तब आपको इस प्रकार रिकंसाइल करना है. Yes, Arjuna is doing already manmanavo madbhakto madhyaji, but he is fighting for set an example to the society, because Krishna came dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. In that way, Krishna is having the plan of establishing dharma. So that's why Arjuna is also following Yajidacharya Shrestha Tattadeve Tarojana Sait Pramanam Gurute Lokastudan Vartate. So that's why he is also setting an example. Our Lord asked Arjuna to set an example. That's why he is setting this example. By that, Lord is also happy, because dharma sthapana is also his duty. But what is core happiness for him? Shravanam kirtanam manmanabhav madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. ये ऐसा नहीं जिंदगी भर काम पकड़ के रहेंगे इसी की अर्जुन को दृष्टांत दिखा के, ये गलत हो जाता है. चलो. One can cultivate Krishna consciousness anywhere, everywhere, provided he can always think of Krishna. Always. The Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Can be chanted even within the abdomen of one's mother. One can chant while sleeping, while working, while imprisoned in the womb, or while outside. So that's why chanting, is there any conditions for that? No. 24 hours is possible or not? While sleeping is possible or not? Yes or no? See them. Venugopal is not Venugopal Vacha. It is Prabhupada Vacha. बहुत लोग बोलते 24 आवर्स कैसा चैंटिंग करते हैं प्रभु जी, सोते समय तो इधर क्यों लिखे था? तो हम तो नहीं पता चल रहा है, आपको भी पता चल जाएगा जब आप प्रयास करेंगे, तो भगवान आपको हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान प्रकाशित करेंगे. Prabhupada says 24 hours I am chanting. He says it. In lectures, if you begin the folio 24 hours chanting, then it will come. Prabhupada himself will say, I chant 24 hours. While sleeping also is possible. Kapila Vacha. Evam Krutamatir Garpe Dashamasya Stuvan Rishi Sadhya Kshipat Yavachinam Prasutye Suti Marutaha. Lord Kapila continued that 10-month-old living entity has these desires even while in the womb. But while he thus extols the Lord, the wind that helps, what is that? Parturition propels him forth with his face turned downward so that he may be. There will be. So some pressure is generated actually in mother womb. And with the Suti Vata we say, that means air pressure is created in the womb of mother. For that mother is getting energy from everywhere, from the bones, from the all muscles, everything from everywhere it is force is generated and concentrated in the stomach actually. Heavy pain she also get, and baby is pushed, and then while pushing he'll be getting a lot of pressure, pain also. Because of that pressure, so much pain. कोई एक आपको ऐसा जोर से दबा देंगे, कैसा रहता है? एकदम मूर्छित हो जाएगा, एकदम 100 kg और 500 kg का वेट आपके ऊपर पड़ गया, तो कैसे तुम एकदम पूरा ब्लॉक हो जाएगा ना, कुछ भी दिखेगा नहीं, वो तो ना प्रेशर पड़ता है बेबी के ऊपर। बहुत sometimes baby actually. So here one thing, this heavy pressure, Suti Vata, pressure from the this air for both jivas or the one jiva, this is only for Karmi jiva. Bhakti jiva comes peacefully. I am not saying this. It's written actually. You can read the commentary. Evam krutva darpa एव उषित्वा कृष्णं भजामि निश्चित्वा मतिर्येन सस्तुवन् सन् ऋषिरेव भवेत् इत्यन्वयः। न तस्य गर्भनिःसृतस्य पुनः संसारित भावः यस्तु प्रस्तुतः पूर्वाध्याये एव प्रक्रान्तः जीवः तस्य दुरवस्था श्रूयते नित्यः सद्यः इति आवाचीनाम् अधोगत गच्छन्तः सांसारिकं स्तुतिहेतु मार्गः प्रसुप्ते सद्यो दशमासीय क्षणः एव क्षिपति तेन यः स्तुवन् So Rishi Bhave Satu Suti Maruta Kshepam Vina Eva. Vina means Vina. संस्कृत का विना हिंदी का हिंदी का विना संस्कृत का विना, तो सूति मारुत क्षेपम विनैव गर्भात निर्गच्छति, गर्भ से निर्गच्छति मीन्स कम्स आउट। अरे आप लोग भी संस्कृत आता है, थोड़ा सा ट्राई करो। तो सूति मारुत क्षेप मीन्स विदाउट, गर्भात माने गर्भ से, निर्गच्छति माने बाहर आ जाए। ये जो ऋषि जीव, ऋषि माने कौन? भक्त जीव। लेकिन बाकी का यदि आप मम्मी से पूछिए, मम्मी हम प्लीज हैप्पीली आ जाए, नहीं तो पैसे से आ, तो मम्मी बोलेगी आप तो एकदम सुकून हो गए, सुकून से आप जन्म लिए मैं आपका, तब बोली तो तब आप पूर्व जन्म में तो उसके लिए तो कोई हेल्प नहीं कर सकते। वो सब हम लोग मैन मेड दैट्स व्हाई दे आर ऑल नॉट यूजफुल। नेचुरली कोई ऐसा आराम से आ गया तो वो अरे बहुत अच्छे से जन्म हो गया इसका, ऐसा भी बोलते हैं ना कभी कभी, बहुत हाँ है ना प्रभु, बहुत ज्यादा टेंशन नहीं, बस आराम से आ गया बच्चा, तो इसका अर्थ क्या है? वो बात ऐसा आराम से वहां बच्चे सब भक्त होने की जरूरत नहीं, भक्त तो जरूर आराम से आते हैं, हो सकता है और भी कुछ कारण। समझ में आया नहीं आया आप लोगों को? अभी इधर तो डाउनवर्ड इट इज पुश, the 10th month old living entity has those desires even while in the womb, but while extols the Lord, the wind that helps perturbation propels him forth. This is only for कर्मी जीवन। इसीलिए इस श्लोक में पहले आधा लाइन भक्त जीव के लिए, नीचे आधा लाइन कर्मी जीव के लिए। ये कौन बोल रहे हैं? जीव गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं। ठीक है, ये बात और भी डिटेल जाने के लिए संस्कृत ग्रामर आना चाहिए, वो सब अब इतना जरूरत नहीं अभी। ये पहले लाइन किसको बोल रहे हैं? भक्त जी। नीचे लाइन, इस श्लोक में नीचे लाइन कर्मी जी। ओके, कर्मी जीव के ऊपर ही, ऑन द कर्मी जीव ओनली देयर इज a pressure and pain, not in the case of bhakti जीव. And also whatever samsara is going to explain in the 23 sloka onwards, there will be samsara, that means I'm taking birth only for whom? For karmi. चलो पढ़ेंगे अभी। तेनावसृष्टः सहसा कृत्वा वाक्षिर आतुरः विनिष्क्रामति कृच्छ्रेण निरुच्छ्वासो हतस्मृतिः। Pushed down all of sudden by wind, the child comes out with great trouble, head downward, breathless, and deprived of memory due to severe agony. हतस्मृति मृतश्चाहम पुनर्जातः इत्यादि पूर्व पूर्व जन्मानुसंधान लक्षण यस्य। जो कर्मी जीव क्या सोचे हैं इन द गर्भ में, व्हाट ही इज कंटेम्पलेटिंग, ही वाज कर्मी जी, व्हाट ही वाज कंटेम्पलेटिंग, हाँ मैं मरा, अभी जिंदा हूं और आगे जिंदा हूं और मरूंगा, अभी वो भूल गए बाहर आते, ये सब सोचना। मृतश्चाहम पुनर्जातः इत्यादि पूर्व पूर्व जन्मानुसंधान लक्षण स्मृति ही नष्ट। माने मैं अनेक जन्मों के बारे में उनको याद आ गया, और उस जन्मों में मैं मरा, उसके बाद मुझे और एक जन्म मिला, और उसके बाद मरा, उसके बाद जन्म मिला, उसके बाद मरा, उसके बाद मिला, ऐसा कई जन्मों के बारे में जो याद आया वो सब कुछ ही अभी तक जो 10वां मंथ में भी वो उनका वो स्मृति में था, अभी जब ये प्रेशर से बाहर आते ही गया काम, कुछ भी याद नहीं, अभी भूल गए। व्हाट अबाउट द भक्त जीवा? भक्त जीव बाहर आते ही भक्ति प्रेयर्स वो सभी तो बचपन में याद नहीं रहता है, लेकिन लेकिन क्या है, किंचन मात्र सत्संगेन, कहीं ना कहीं जीवन में मैंने थोड़ा बचपन में ना थोड़ा सा बढ़ते वो होते 10 साल 11 साल 12 साल जो भी है, नहीं तो कुछ और भी बड़े होते तो ही, तो सत्संग मिलते ही तुरंत कैच कर लेगा, वो सब याद आता है। क्या याद आता है? अरे कुछ तो है, ये मेडिकल एंजाइमेंट एंजाइमेंट नहीं है, ये कुछ प्लेजर चाहिए, ऐसा उनको तुरंत कैच हो जाता है। भगवान को ही हम शरणागत होना है, भगवान को मानना है, थोड़ा सा किंचित मात्र मैंने थोड़ा सा सत्संगेन उद्बुद्ध पूर्व संस्कार से, ऑल द पूर्व भक्ति संस्कार immediately they wake up and immediately he is saying that yes Prabhuji, I will join with you, I don't want to do anything else. Bhaktya, Bhaktya Bhagavad Prapti, like this is going to get the Bhagavad Prapti. कुछ जीवात्मा जो पूर्व में भक्ति नहीं किया उसको रगड़ना पड़ता है, आजा बेटा आजा आजा, लेकिन फिर भी नहीं आते, कितना बुलाना पड़ता है। कोई व्यक्ति ऐसा थोड़ा सा एसोसिएशन से एकदम फास्टली क्विकली ग्रेस्प हो गया, कैच कर लिए, मान लीजिए कुछ लोग बिना कोई एसोसिएशन को खुद ढूंढ के आते हैं, एक्चुअली कुछ तो मिसिंग कर रहा हूँ, कुछ तो मिसिंग कर रहा हूँ करके, ऐसा भी होता है कुछ लोगों का, क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी भक्ति संस्कार बहुत तीव्र होने से ये भौतिक प्लेजर में उनको आनंद नहीं मिलता है, एक्चुअली कुछ मिस करके वो ढूंढते रहते। आप इससे आप भक्ति में कैसा है इसी के अनुसार आप जान सकते हैं आप पूर्व जन्म में भक्त हैं या नहीं। कोई टांग खींच के मैंने कोई एकदम पकड़ के घसीट के लेके आया तभी जाकर कान पकड़ के, तब तो पूर्ण भक्त नहीं। आप खुद ढूंढ के आया तो भक्त है। खुद ढूंढ के मैंने ऐसा कुछ मिसिंग है करके फीलिंग है किसी का। हमको बोलने की कोई जरूरत नहीं, आप लोग खुद हाथ में हाँ? चलो। So immediately after coming, the child remains for 10 months in that horrible condition within the abdomen, and at the end of 10th month, he is forcibly pushed out. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord points out that a person who is serious about advanced in spiritual consciousness should always consider the four pangs of birth, death. So this is karmi. In the karmi's case, only that heavy pressure and pain and forgetting all the 100 lifetimes, whatever it is. Vata kshepam vinaiva garbat nirgachati. What it means? Without pressure of this sutivata, it comes out. And but is not remembering that baby, the bhakti, because of that babyhood, but kinchit matram satsangenaiva, with a little association, it immediately bhakti sanskaro bhuta, उद्भूत हो जाता है संस्कार। हाँ? लेकिन पूर्व में वो भक्तों की संगति में भक्ति काफी कर चुका इसी, not that Lord is showing any partiality to. Next sloka. पतितो भूय संगमिश्रः विश्रा भूरिम चेष्टते रोरूयति गते ज्ञाने विपरीतां गतिं गतः. The child thus falls on the ground, smeared with stool and blood, and placed just like a worm germinated from the stool. He loses his superior knowledge and cries under the spell of mind. छोटे बच्चे क्या करते हैं, वहां ही जाते हैं और उसी को रिसर्च करते हैं उंगली लगा के, है या नहीं? छोटे छोटे बच्चे नहीं? अरे बच्चे जब मम्मी ध्यान नहीं दी किचन में काम कर रहे हैं, बच्चे क्या करते हैं, ऐसा चड्डी नहीं होती तो बस जाते हैं 2 नंबर और उसमें इसको ऐसे ऐसे करते हैं, नहीं रिसर्च करना उसको आज से करते हैं और वो शरीर को लगाते हैं। किसी को बोल रहे हैं, क्या बोल रहे हैं, स्मीयर means the child thus falls on the ground smeared with stool and blood. So उस समय मदर की गर्भ से जब आया उस समय भी उनकी पूरा शरीर में क्या है, उनका स्टूल और उनका ब्लड से बना हुआ है, बताता है। वो क्या बोलते हैं वो स्टूल को, प्रभु जी? You forgot macronium. This macronium will be there on the body, macronium and also blood. So after that also, boy, baby, that child, so in the small age also, he'll be like a worm, actually, with the stool and blood, and placed just like a worm germinated from the stool. परच्चंदम न विदुषा पुष्यमाणो जनेन सह अनभिप्रेतमापन्नः प्रत्याख्यातुमनीश्वरः प्रत्याख्यातुमनीश्वरः. After coming out of the abdomen, the child is given to the care of persons who are unable to understand what he wants, and thus he is nursed by such a persons, unable to refuse whatever is given to him. He falls into undesirable circumstances. It's very known to all of you because you are all fathers and mothers. Baby actually doesn't know, cannot express what he wants, and we are taking care, they don't know what he wants. Only multiple choice. Maybe he wants this. He will doing that. Doing that. Maybe out of hunger he is crying. Maybe she will give milk. Still he's not stopping. Maybe he's insect. So like that. Maybe situation is so horrible. So many things are happening in him and not able to express. And mother if to eat spicy food actually out of her control of tongue. And what will happen? Even milk will be very spicy for the baby. And after drinking that spicy milk, he started crying. Yes or no? Am I true? थोड़ा ज्यादा बोल रहा हूँ क्या? अरे वेणुगोपाल तुम कुछ भी नहीं पता है, तुम बहुत ज्यादा बोल रहे हो, ऐसा मत बोले आप। जैसा अन्न खाते उसी से दूध बनता है एक्चुअली, उसी के अनुसार टेस्ट होता है एक्चुअली। इट इज अ पंज, इट्स लाइक अ स्ट्रॉन्ग दूध milk, it will be formed if the mother takes a strong food. Within the abdomen of the mother, the nourishment of the child was being carried by nature's own arrangement. The atmosphere within the abdomen was not at all pleasant. But as far as the child's feeding was concerned, it was being properly done by the laws of nature. But upon coming out from the abdomen, the child falls into the different atmosphere. He wants to eat one thing, but something else is given to him because no one knows his actual demand. And he cannot refuse the undesirables given to वो बोल नहीं सकते मम्मी ये तो दूध एकदम जल रहा है चल मुझे नहीं चाहिए क्या बोलेगा बच्चा बहुत शायिलो शुचि पर्यंके जंतु स्वेद दूषिते नेश कंडूयनेनांगानाम आसंतो आसनोत्थान चेष्टने laid down on a foul bed infested with his sweat and germs, the poor child is incapable of scratching his body to get relief from his itching sensation, to say nothing of sitting up, standing, or even something खुजली हो रहा है लेकिन बोल नहीं पाता मम्मी खुजली करो बोलेगा क्या छोटा बच्चा laid down on foul bed infested with his sweat and germs. Actually, one germ is one was a small will be there in the bed. They are biting him, but he cannot express. Even ant is there, red ant, not able to say. Only he cries. Mother thinks that oh, he's feeling hungry and started giving it. But he is feeling pain because of the ant. तुदन्त्यात्मा तुदन्त्याम तुदन्त्यामत्वचं दंश मशका मत्कुणादयः रुदन्तं विगतज्ञानं कुमयः कुमिकं यथा कुमयः कृमिकं कृमयः कृमिकं यथा In his helpless condition, gnats, mosquitoes, bugs, and other germs bite the baby. Whole skin is tender, just as smaller worms bite a big worm. He also looks like a worm, big worm. And small worms are biting big worm. The child deprived of his wisdom cries bitterly. So, not only children but also elderly persons should be very careful to protect their sense of Krishna consciousness and avoid unfavorable circumstances so that they may not forget their prime duty. Here, the why I am making yellow this highlighting. Krishna consciousness is what? Is it should be prime duty. It should not be side business. It should be prime duty. And it should be whole and soul duty. For whom? Huh? इन लोगों को सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम और इन लोगों को प्राइम ड्यूटी और इन लोगों को कोई ड्यूटी नहीं बस How pure. ये लोग भी थोड़ा सा भक्ति करते हैं अपना कर्म का फल आने के लिए, इन लोगों के लिए सेकेंडरी है भक्ति. That's why karmi's bhakti is what? Gunibhuta bhakti. And Daivarnashma bhakti is what? Pradhani bhuta bhakti. And after Shraddha, that means in Suddha Sadhana, what is the bhakti? That bhakti is what? Suddha bhakti, Uttama bhakti. This bhakti is what? बोलिए. Suddha bhakti और Uttama bhakti. ये भक्ति, हाँ ये भक्ति गुणीभूता, सेकेंडरी गौण. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? पर कर्मिस भक्ति secondary. To get the result of their karma, they do bhakti. Sri Vishnu, they will chant while doing the yajna, because yajna should become successful. Pradhani bhuta. Karma misra bhakti. Bhakti is pradhana, karma is just taking help. This is not karma misra, jnana misra, karma jnana misra, anything. That's the pradhani bhuta bhakti. Pradhani bhuta. Yat karoshi, yajjuhoshi, what kind of bhakti that is? That sloka is telling about which bhakti? Pradhani bhuta bhakti. Karma misra bhakti. And this bhakti is Shuddha bhakti. इत्येवं शैशवं भुक्त्वा दुःखं पौगण्डमेव च अलब्धाभीप्सितो ज्ञानात् इद्धमन्युः सुचार्पितः. इद्धमन्युः सुचार्पितः. देखिए आप लोग, इन दिस वे द अभी बचपन में कोई he doesn't know, he is not able to express what he wants and he is suffered like that. Now धीरे धीरे बोलने की क्षमता आने लगा. Boyhood, he attains boyhood. In boyhood also he suffers pain over desires to get things he can never achieve. In boyhood also problem. What is the boy's problem? He always says like, Mama, I want this, I want that, this. All showroom he wants actually. And if he is not given, then he started crying. Whole day he always cries. Once in a 2 days or once in a week, definitely there will be one time crying. Because you are not giving this. He doesn't understand why mother is not giving or why father is not giving. It may not be good for him. Or they financially they may not able to support. He doesn't understand anything. Only thing that I want this, but you didn't give, that's why I will cry. Like this he is crying. In which age? Boyhood? No, it's not childhood. Boyhood. Already childhood over. Boyhood. Pauganda. Boyhood is till 14 or 15. Prabhupada writing. Till age of 16, sorry. So, boyhood will be there. From birth to end of 5 years, age is called childhood. After 5 years, up to the end of the 15th year, is called as Pauganda or boyhood. At 16 years after, at 16 years of the age, youth. After 16 years, youth. This is a problem. So that means the boyhood also, there is a distress. Next. Sahadehe namanena vardhamanena manyuna karoti vigraham kami kamishwantaya chatmana kamishwantaya chatmana. पढ़िए कोई.
The growth of the body in order to vanquish this soul resides its cause in the street and anger and thereby is operating towards the learning of the.
Oh. So as much as you growing what, his ego increases, his false prestige increases. Why, Mama, you are always saying this and that to do? I don't want to do. I don't want your suggestions. I can do myself. There will be fighting from between mother and child also. When he comes age of 13, 14, he doesn't like to take instructions from parents. Parents, they think that he is a small boy. But he says that, no, I am not so good. I don't care. I don't want to hear you. So with the growth of the body, the living entity, in order to vanquish his soul, increases the false prestige. Prestige. Ahankara increases too much. And anger also. Apart from that, anger also. That's why if you see 13, 14 age boys, there will be so much, they show anger. Because at that time, prestige increases. They cannot understand also clearly things, and also so they are always feel frustrated, proud, and ego. And anyone suggests him, he never cares. I don't want to hear you. And also he shows anger, always fighting actually, and thereby creates enmity towards similarly lusty people. And also he starts fighting with the other children. Lord Krishna said that it is lust which causes a living entity to glide down from his exalted position to the abominable condition of material existence. Actually, yeah, his ego is increasing now. As body increases, ego increases, and also his anger and lust also increases. Slowly, slowly, he feels attraction towards the opposite sex. So at the age of 13, 14, then started understanding things and feeling passion, actually. Lust, both lust and anger stand on the platform of mode of passion. Then what happened? To raise oneself from hellish life to highest position of spiritual understanding is to transform this lust into love. Narottam Das Thakur, a great Acharya of the Vaishnava Sampradaya, said, Kama Krishna Karma Arpana. Due to our lust, we want many things for sense gratification. But the same lust can be transformed into purified ways so that we want everything. That's why this lust. In material world, only lust is possible. Is there any love in the material world? No love. तो लड़की लड़का प्रॉमिस करके आई लव यू करके लड़का लड़की को आई लव यू, ये सब झूठ है एक्चुअली, ये सब सच नहीं। और उसका टर्मिनोलॉजी अलग अलग देते हैं, अट्रैक्शन है, इन्फैक्चुएशन और लव। Attraction is different, infatuation different, but mine is love. These are all simply levels of attachment. Attachment for the female or opposite sex. Attachment for opposite sex. Different levels. That's all. But love is only possible with only Krishna. Nowhere it is possible actually in this material world. भूतैः पंचभिरारब्धे देहे देह्यबुधो सकृत् अहं ममेत्य सत्राः करोति कुमतिर्मतिं करोति कुमतिर्मतिम्. By such ignorance, the living entity accepts the material body, which is made of 5 elements, as himself. With this misunderstanding, he accepts non-permanent things as his own and increases his ignorance in the darkest region. So as it increases age, what happens actually in the boyhood and is about to reach to youthhood, his ego boosts and aham mameti, me, I, and mine. This nature will be very prominent actually. In the aham mameti begins actually now. My property, my house, my this, my that, like that. Tadartam kurute karma yadbaddo yati samsritim yenu yati tadaklesham avidya karma bandhana avidya karma bandhana. For the sake of the body, which is a source of constant trouble to him, and which follows him because he is bound by ties of ignorance and fruitive activities. He performs various actions which cause him to be subjected to repeated birth, and as age grows, then he started working also. He started working and trying to fruity work, doing if I do this, I can get this fruit. If I do this, I can get this fruit. 15, 16 years old boys, then you can counsel them. If you write this exam, you'll get this mark, this kind of lifestyle. If you get right this exam, you'll get this kind of position and you'll get this kind of lifestyle. Then they start understanding actually. Maza aayega to. Ego is already boosted actually. I am body and I want my pleasure. This is already boosted in them. So now they are ready to understand. So the fruity works. उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग कैरियर कैरियर so career options, this option, that option, but real knowledge is not given to them. Are Babu, you are not this body, but you should, hey, bacha, you should work for IIT. Parents will say, but no knowledge about who is he really. No knowledge is given. Guru nasasyat, swajano nasasyat, mata nasasyat, pita nasasyat. So if they are not able to teach the knowledge about the soul, and if the parents are not able to guide that soul towards the liberation, then parents are not parents. And Guru also is not Guru. Ignorance and fruitive activities, and he performs various actions which cause him to subjected to repeated birth. Okay, I'm going a little bit speed actually. Yadyasadbihi patipuna sishnodhara krutodyamai astito ramate jantuhu tamo vishati purvava. If therefore the living entity again associates with the path of unrighteousness influenced by sensually minded people engaged in the pursuit of sexual enjoyment, and the gratification of the palate, he again goes to hell as before. About which jiva is being told here? Karmi jiva, not about devotee jiva. Devotee jiva, when it gets the little bit, so sadhu sangha immediately pick up and it will not go this. Samsara will not be there for them. So thus we should understand the whatever things are explained for in the 30th chapter, that is also not for devotee jiva. And that is for karmi jiva, and this is also karmi jiva. Only prayers for devotee jiva. So now this jivatma is now inflicted by what? Sex desires actually. This is a problem now. As age is increased now, sex thoughts are coming. He is getting attraction for the male with female, female with male. It has been explained that the conditioned soul is put into the Anda Tamisra hellish conditions. And he will be, because of not able to control his sex nowadays. You can see people are just before marriage also they are having the sex actually, almost all, maybe 80 to 70%. Boys and girls are having this kind of situation actually. Especially in the metropolitan cities like this places actually. Even in the villages also not less. But it is there actually. Because they have no value for chastity. Girls and parents also they didn't taught actually. Parents also they don't emphasize what is the value of the chastity. So-called high-cultured families, they don't spend time and they don't give values. And even mother also having the friends, boyfriends, and father also having the girlfriends. They have their own circles of the parties, clubs, and what children will learn. And they have no value for chastity. And that's why wherever they go, you can see now in the Kolkata and also different places, even in the Kolkata, Mumbai, and Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, gone actually already. So parents also no time. They are always busy in their earnings. Because of this, they are doing illicit sex. That means unrighteous consciousness will be awakened up. and influence in sensually minded people engage in pursuit of sexual enjoyment and the gratification of the palate. He again goes to hell as before. To associate with such materialistic man, he used to commit purposeful suicide in the human form of life. So that's why devotees, they should not associate such a people who are regularly associate with man, associate with females, and female associate with man. So you should not associate with them. Otherwise, because of their association, your consciousness will be polluted actually. It is said therefore, even don't that think, oh, it's looking nice, I'm not doing anyway, but I can hear. Even if you hear also, your consciousness will be ध्वस्त हो जाएगा निश्चित रूप से. अभी नहीं होगा लेकिन तो मे बी आफ्टर 5 years 10 years इट विल कम अप. आप लोग सोचते मैं तो बुढ़ा हो गया. बुढ़ा नहीं बाबू, ये कभी भी छोड़ता नहीं है. किसका बुढ़ा है? कौन सा बुढ़ा? नहीं तो बुढ़ी का बात नहीं. ये कभी भी नहीं जाता है. इसलिए ब्रह्मचर्य जीवन गृहस्थ के लिए भी है. ब्रह्मचारी क्लासेस गृहस्थ लोग भी सुनना चाहिए. ऐसा कोई एक्सक्यूज नहीं चलता. इसके लिए ना एक प्रभुपाद जी एक स्टोरी है नरेट करते हैं अकबर का और बीरबल का. याद है? अकबर का बेटी को एक सजा के एक बुड्ढा के पास ले जाते हैं. वो बुड्ढा का एक्सप्रेशन देख के पता चल जाता. काम वासना कब तक रहता है करके अकबर पूछते हैं. कब तक रहता है? बेटरिडन सोल को भी रहता है, व्यक्ति को भी रहता है काम वासना. So it's a harsh reality and it should be accepted. And usually there should be always a regulated male and female interaction everywhere, even in the temple, in the house, in the family, relatives. कहीं भी. ओ ये तो मेरे बेटी जैसा है, इससे क्या है? हम तो बहुत अच्छे से क्लोजली रहेंगे. ऐसा है क्या? कौन सा बेटी है? किसको बोल रहे हैं आप? ये सब नहीं चलता है. No. That will not work. Keep your things with you, but always one should be careful about this. Hindus, Muslims, and Christians are faithful in their particular type of religion, and they go to the church, temple, or mosque. But unfortunately, they cannot give up the association of persons who are too much addicted to sex life and satisfaction of the palate. So-called religion they follow, but they are not strict. In their communities, it is not discussed so strictly the way in our Vaishnava community it is discussed. They say that all that means the groups, all the family members, they gratify their senses actually, superficially or otherwise. If chance is there, then grossly is there, but it is there. Here it is clearly said that one may officially be very religious man, but if he associates with such persons, then he is sure to slide down to the darkest of region of hell. Satyam saucham dayamaunam buddhi hirir yashad kshama shamodamo bhagascheti yat sangat yati sankshayam. He becomes devoid of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, spiritual intelligence, shyness, austerity, fame, forgiveness, control of mind, control of senses, fortune, and all such opportunities. With one he is involved in illicit sex, then all good qualities are finishing, gone. No truthfulness, झूठ बोलेगा, पत्नी को झूठ बोलेगा, कहीं कहीं घूम के आता है, लेकिन बोलते हैं कि हम तो आपके लिए आए, और ऐसे पत्नी भी बोलती है. Or no cleanliness, all that means mind is always infected bad thoughts. Even body also get unclean nature because of different diseases. Mercy, no mercy, no gravity, nothing. व्यक्ति में ग्रेविटी नहीं रह जाती. चुपके चुपके चोर जैसे जीवन जीते हैं. कैसे ग्रेविटी रहे? खुल के कुछ बोल सकते हैं क्या? हिम्मत से सामने सत्य को बोल सकते. कोई बेटी जब गलती करती तो तब उस बेटी को दम से बोल पाएगा वो, ए यू आर डूइंग रॉन्ग. खुद गलत कर रहे तो कैसे बोलेगा? नहीं तो बेटा रॉन्ग करे तो बोलेगा क्या? नहीं बोल पाएगा. No gravity. And spiritual intelligence will be not at all there actually. And he will never feel shy. बेशर्म बन जाएगा बस. So no austere, he cannot take up austere life. No fame, no. All these good qualities will be out. Those who are too addicted to sex life cannot understand the purpose of absolute truth, nor can they be clean in their habits, not to mention showing mercy to others. First of all, they are not clean in their own habits. They cannot remain grave, and they have no interest in the ultimate goal of life. एकदम कुत्ते की जैसा बुद्धि हो जाता है. एक को देखा तो रुकता है क्या? तो once if he addicted for the illicit sex, then his mind will be running behind the one after another, catching how to catch. If he have a little money, then it is so easy also. Money फेंको तमाशा देखो. Money फेंकते रहेगा अलग अलग लोगों का और फेवर लेके मजा लेते रहेगा. ये रोग बन जाता है बस. Is a rogue, is a disease. So then he cannot understand any spiritual subject matter actually. The ultimate goal of life also they can't understand. So that's why that's like very that's one should be happy with one wife. एक मिल गए बस संतुष्ट रहो. Similarly, woman also should be happy with one man. So yes, he is mine and I belongs to him. That's all. And no, we're going here and there. Better to having zero, but if you're not, one. That's all. But those who are addicted to sex life cannot understand that their ultimate interest is Krishna consciousness. Such a people have no sense of decency. And even in public streets or public parks, they face each other just like cats and dogs. Nowadays, you are seeing in the all parks actually. It's become so normal actually. Normalization. Now, what is society is how it is progressing. Society's so-called people, demonic people, they are trying to make sex is normal. It is not such a important thing in our life. They don't think like that. They don't feel the following celibacy for spiritual growth. First of all, they don't know spiritual, and they don't have any values also for chastity because they want to have unlimited sex. So that's why they are trying to make sex is normal. It's normal. It's a common thing. What is there? Just have it and just clean it. That's all. Okay. No need to worry about this. Don't feel that you lose your chastity and then your life is gone and you are nothing. These are all old, rotten ideas. Leave that. Come on, man. Come on. And be sportive and compete with the present generation, present competition, and establish yourself as great. Don't give value for this kind of things, rotten ideas. This is the teachings of. These are the teachings of society now. Such a useless because this kind of teaching will ruin them actually. Those will become dull-headed people because they will do illicit sex left and right and they don't feel any peace in their life. With one woman, he will not be happy. Or with one man, she will not be happy. And she is always looking for the maybe he is not better for me, let me go for other. They will live like a dog, actually. And they always fight. They are because in material life, one will be peaceful by tolerance only. By tolerating only. You take one wife and whatever problems you are getting from her, bear it, then you'll be peaceful. Similarly, you take one husband and whatever difficulties you are getting, you bear it, then you'll be happy. You'll be peaceful. But if you try to find your dream, you are dreaming your man means he should be like this, like that. And that qualities you are dreaming and you are not seeing in the practical in that person, then if you try to go for switch on for another, then it's a dog life. You cannot be happy with anyone. This is the nonsense actually they are teaching in the society. By normalization of the doing sex, so finally society will become restless society. No peace. And how can you expect they are going and sitting in your class and hearing Krishna Katha? It's not possible actually. Coming in time. It's very difficult. So that's why we should protect the culture. Culture has to be protected. Previously in the village, if you do one small mistake, even that means one small thing, if you just propose to a girl, if that is came to know, then it will become halla, halla bol. मर गए बस उनका पूरा फैमिली का प्रेस्टीज गया काम से कोई वैल्यू नहीं उस फैमिली का अरे उस फैमिली का लड़का ऐसा निकला एकदम सांड की जैसा बाहर गांव में गांव एकदम रास्ता पर चल के सबको प्रपोज करने लगा करके बोलते कौन सा परिवार है वो तो बेकार परिवार ऐसा करेंगे क्या ऐसा बोलेंगे एकदम बिना बड़ों का कोई प्रमेय कोई प्रस्ताव नहीं बस करने लगा ऐसा प्रपोज कर रहे हैं ऐसे पर कितना हल्ला करके पूरा उनका दर्जी उड़ा देंगे बस वो फैमिली जी नहीं सकते गांव में इतना वैल्यू था अभी क्या है कुत्ते भी लिए करने के बाद भी कुछ भी नहीं सब नॉर्मल हो गया नॉर्मल सब नॉर्मल केष्वशान्तेषु मूढेषु खण्डितात्म स्वसाधुषु संगम न कुर्यात् चोच्चेषु योषि क्रीडामृगेषु च One should not associate with a coarse fool who is bereft of knowledge of self-realization and who is no more than a dancing dog in the hands of a woman. The person who is a dancing dog in the woman, whoever is, I want more time actually today, please. So because I have to finish this chapter at any cost. But I want little more time, please. So here, make your mind set it for another 10 more minutes. 9:25. Please set the 10 more minutes more. Actually, 9:15 is our time, na? Proposed. Today और भी थोड़ा सा बढ़ गया कभी बारिश आए चल नहीं पा रहे तो रुक जाते हैं ना वैसा भी रुक के कोई थोड़ा सा देखिए so if someone is a puppet in the hands of a woman you should not associate him स्त्री संग is very dangerous so what will happen then he will pollute your consciousness you may think I am associating male only not female it's dangerous even Krishna also I am not saying only brahmachari Krishna also womanizer whoever are there don't associate with them it's very dangerous don't seek you company to them the restriction of association with such a fool person is especially meant for those who are in the line of advancement in Krishna consciousness. There is a restriction is there. Advancement in Krishna consciousness involves developing the qualities truthfulness so and so. But if one associates with Sudra or foolish person who is like a dancing dog in the hands of a woman, then he cannot make any progress. No progress. Lord Chaitanya has advised that any person who is engaged in Krishna consciousness and who desires to pass beyond material necessities must not associate himself with women or with persons interested in material enjoyment. Not only woman enjoyment, whoever is enjoyment is seeking for enjoyment in the various material objects. ऐसा घर बना के मजा लूंगा और ऐसा प्रॉपर्टी इकट्ठा करके मजा लूंगा ऐसा लोगों से मिलो मत वो भी ऐसे उसकी संग से भी आपका चित्त दूषित हो जाता है न तथास्य भवेन्मोहो बन्धश्चान्य प्रसंगतः योषित संगात् यथा पुंसो यथा तत्संगी संगतः The infatuation and bondage which accrue to a man from attachment to any other object is not as complete as that resulting from attachment to a woman or to the fellowship of a men who are fond of women. इससे बढ़कर और कोई attachment नहीं है भैया. So infatuation and bondage which accrue to a man from attachment to any other object is not complete. तो सबसे ज्यादा attachment किससे आएगा आपको? स्त्री से और स्त्री की संग करने वाला व्यक्ति की संगति से इस दुनिया को आपको बांध के रखने वाला केवल एक ही मात्र व्यक्ति है वो स्त्री के लिए पुरुष के लिए स्त्री सब खत्म यदि उसको जीत लिया तो आप जीत गए ये गेम जीत गए कृष्णा कॉन्शियस इसको जीता नहीं मैंने, बस फिर भी आपका मीठा मीठा पत्नी की बातों सुन के बस आप ललायत हो जाएंगे। 4 दिन नहीं रहने से बस दिल घबराने लगा तो गया था। अरे त्रस्त होने लगा, प्यास लगने लगा, पत्नी का मीठा बातों ना मिलके, उनका सेवा ना मिलके, ये सही नहीं है, ये नहीं चलता है। But the topmost of all such cases is the association of women. So, attachment to women is so contaminating that one becomes attached to the condition of material life, not only by association of women, but by the contaminated association of persons who are too attached to them. Some people they are proudly they say, मैं तो इसको पटाया, उसको पटाया, मैं ऐसा किया, मैं वैसा किया। आप एकदम कान खोल के उसको सुनना शुरू कर देंगे ना, आपका भी काम गया काम से। All the impressions will be there in your heart. One day ये सब बीज जमीन पर गिरा, लेकिन समय अनुकूल होते ही बस उससे अंकुर निकल के आएंगे, पेड़ ही गए। पेड़ हो जाएगा या नहीं? वैसा ही ये जो संस्कार वो आपकी हृदय में छोड़ रहे हैं, आप दो वो संस्कार पूरा एक दिन बढ़िया इच्छा बनकर महातांडव कर देगा। हम भी ऐसा करेंगे, मौका मिलना चाहिए। अभी तो पत्नी है, डांटती है इसीलिए डर है, लेकिन जब मौका मिल गए तो इच्छा बाहर निकल जाते हैं। इसीलिए हर कुत्ते का एक दिन तो आता है, तब भी आप बोलते हैं मुझे भी एक दिन आएगा करके। तो डेंजरस है, तो इट्स वेरी डेंजरस फॉर इवन गृहस्थस आल्सो, important for everyone. For growth is more important actually. इसको तो हम लोग को देखेंगे, कोई लड़की के पास गए तो बस अरे तो हल्ला हो जाएगा, क्योंकि तो फ्लैग है ना, तो सब लोग दिखता रहता है तो लड़की से क्यों बात कर रहे करके, तुरंत डर तो रहता है अंदर से। लेकिन उधर तो क्या लाइसेंस लेके बैठे करके किससे बात करूंगा मैं, चलेगा नहीं, क्योंकि वो लाइसेंस हो गया। अभी शादीशुदा आदमी मुझे क्या है, हमें किसी से बात करते हैं, ऐसा है क्या? शादीशुदा तो काम को जीत लिया क्या आप? और 140 पे होता है मन, 140 पे होगा, कभी नहीं होता है, कभी नहीं होता है। ऐसा वुमन का भी आप ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते, नहीं तो लेडीज हम लोगों का आयरे उन लोगों को भी होता है। दिस इज दैट्स व्हाई इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, अंडरस्टैंड दिस पर्पस वेरी क्लियरली। In Kali Yuga, association with women is very strong in every step. That's why all the society is arranged so that everywhere there is a male and female mix. In offices, in working places, even in the traveling, everywhere. In schools, colleges, everywhere. There is always association of the male and female. So that's why if a person goes to purchase something or anywhere, such a way that is arranged the whole society, and is very horrible. The Vedic civilization, being based on the spiritual understanding, arranges association with women very cautiously. No woman male mixing. Out of 4 social divisions, the members of first order uh, are strictly prohibited from female association. That means brahmachari, vanaprastha, and sannyas. Only one order, the householder, is a license to mix with women under restricted conditions. In other words, attraction for women association is the cause of the material condition of life, and anyone interested in being freed from this condition life must detach himself from the association of। अरे तो आप बोलते हैं कि मैं तो ऐसा नहीं प्रभु, मैं तो पूरा एकदम मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता है, ऐसा है क्या? तब एग्जाम्पल देखिए, प्रजापति स्वाम दुहितरं दृष्ट्वा तद्रूपदर्शितः रोहित पूतं सोन्वधाव ऋक्षरूपी हतत्रपः ऋक्षरूपी हतत्रपः। सुखदेव गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं, अच्छा हमको सुना रहे हैं बाबू, तो आपका ऐसे कुछ फीलिंग नहीं होता है? आप किस खेती का मूली हो? इधर देखो एग्जाम्पल देता हूं। एट द साइड ऑफ हिज ओन डॉटर, आप बोलते हैं कि मेरा बेटी है, अच्छा मेरा बेटी है, मैं तो बूढ़ा हो गया, मुझे तो कुछ फीलिंग नहीं होता, ऐसा है क्या? They go with their example. At the sight of his own daughter Brahma, that means the topmost living entity in this creation, and the most intellectual person, and he is the most oldest person. said was Bada Buddha. Brahma was bewildered by her charms and shamelessly ran up to her in the form of stag when she took the form of a eagle. Lord Brahma being captured by the charms of his daughter, and Lord Shiva being captured by the Mohini form of the Lord, are specific instances which instruct us that even great demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva, what to speak of ordinary conditioned souls, are captured by the beauty of women. अब इसीलिए ये सब नहीं चलता है, हमारा नहीं होता है, हमको ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, तो सब कहानी हम लोगों को मत सुनाइए. Rules are rules. Should follow rules. Rules only will protect. And what a culture. There should be a proper culture etiquette should be implemented even in the temple also. No male female free mixing. तत्सृष्टा सृष्ट सृष्टेषु कोन्वखण्डित दीपुमान् ऋषिं नारायणमृते योषिन्मय्येह मायया. Amongst all kinds of living entities begotten by Brahma, namely men, demigods, and animals, none but the sage Narayana is immune to the attraction of Maya in the form of. There is only one hero in this whole universe, material and spiritual. Who is that? Narayana. Other than Narayana, no one can say that I am conquered. I conquered this lust. No. He is only the hero. Such a boldly, Kapladev is saying actually how much excitement he might be having. He's telling to whom? To mother actually. अरे वेणुगोपाल ये सब ऐसा कैसा क्लास में बोलते हैं, तो उधर सन मम्मी को बोल रहे, तो हम गुरु स्टूडेंट्स को बोलना गलत है क्या? नहीं है. चलिए ओके, सब लोग जा रहे हैं तो हम भी जाएंगे. कोई बात नहीं, चलो. Lord Brahma's being attracted by his daughter is the vivid example that no one is exempt from sexual attraction to women. Woman, therefore, is the wonderful creation of Maya to keep the conditioned soul in shackles. Palam me pasya mayaya strimaya jaino disham ya karoti padakrantan hu vijrumbena kevalam. Hu vijrumbena kevalam. Woman कितना सुंदर है, कितना पावरफुल है देखिए. Just to try to understand the mighty strength of my Maya in the shape of woman, who by the mere movement of her eyebrows can keep even the greatest conqueror of the world under her grip. एक बार ऐसा अपना भ्रुकुटी को हिलाने से बस मेल फिनिश. भले वो conqueror of the whole world, but he is conquered by her finish. Similarly, female also. ऐसा नहीं हम लोग को कुछ नहीं होगा. There for female also. Same attraction there for female also. From male. So a common male wants to be attracted by female. That propensity similarly exists in the Supreme Personality of God, and he also wants to be attracted by the beautiful features of woman. Now the question is, if he wants to be captivated by such a womanly attraction, would he be attracted by any material woman? It is not possible. Actually, yes, Lord also wants to get attracted by woman, and he also wants to be attracted by woman. And even persons who are in the material existence can give up womanly attraction if they are attracted by the Supreme Lord. It is only the way. Okay, next. संगम न कुर्यात् प्रमादो सुजातो योगस्य पारं परमारुरुक्षो मत्सेवया प्रतिलब्धात् बलाभो वदन्ति या निरयद्वारमस्य one who aspires to reach the culmination of yoga and has realized himself by rendering service unto me should never associate with an attractive woman, for such a woman is declared in the scriptures by to be the gateway to hell for the advancing devotee. So it's a gateway actually to the hell. Okay, last 40. योपायाति शैनमा शनैर्माया योषिदेव विनिर्मिता तामीक्षेतात्मनो मृत्युं तृणैः कूपमिवावृतम्. The woman created by the Lord is the presentation of Maya. One who associates with such a Maya by accepting services must suddenly know that this is the way of death, just like a blind well covered with. If you start accepting service from woman, then what will happen? So you'll be captured by her. Then it's like a dark well. What about those stars? They say, yes. You should leave the attachment behind her service. You should follow your work as your duty, and she should also see her thing also as duty. There should not be any relishment. उसको स्वाद नहीं लेना चाहिए. वो पत्नी नई सेवा कर रही है, बहुत मजा आ रहा है. उसमें टेस्ट चखेंगे ना, वो गांठ बन जाएगा तो दिल में. Sometimes it happens that a rejected well is covered by grass, and an underway traveler who doesn't know of the existence of the well falls down, and his death is assured. Similarly, association with a woman begins when one accepts service from her. ये भी ऐसा होता है मंदिरों में भी. तो ब्रह्मचारी के लिए तो एक बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है. प्रभु जी, मैं आपके लिए ही बनाए के लिए क्या है करके एक ऐसी देती हूँ. वो एक तो बहुत खुश हो जाते हैं वहां. एक बार दो बार वही एक बार देते ठीक है, लेकिन वो तो चालू हो जाता है. तो इसके बाद प्रभु जी मुझे ये है वो है ये डाउट्स हैं, ये क्लैरिफाई करिए वो क्लैरिफाई करिए. ऐसा बातचीत करना, सर्विस लेना देना, तो क्या होगा? आकाशात् पतितं तोयं सागरं प्रति गच्छति. गया कहां एक दिन. ऐसा ही होता है अट्रैक्शन. ब्रह्मचारी वो एक ही ब्रह्मचारी हो. बी कॉशियस. इसीलिए एक ही व्यक्ति से लगातार सर्विस नहीं लेना चाहिए. यदा कदा एक बार किया बस, सर्विस लिया बस, हो गया. राम राम. गृहस्थों के घर के पीछे भी नहीं जाना चाहिए. ब्रह्मचारी बार बार एक ही घर, बार बार 2 दिन में 3. सो माता जी इधर मुझे खाना अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, मेरा स्वास्थ्य के लिए ठीक नहीं है, मेरा मन नहीं लग रहा, मैं एकदम वीक फील कर रहा हूँ माता जी करके सो नाटक शुरू करते हैं. 2 दिन में 3 दिन में एक बार बस बढ़िया बढ़िया खाना शुरू कर देगा. क्या होगा? By accepting service, what will happen? Sam Sundar Prabhu. No, अरे प्रभु. Association with a woman begins with when one accepts service from her. Because woman is especially created by the Lord to give service to man. By accepting her service, a man is entrapped. If he is not intelligent enough to know that she is the gateway to hellish life, he may indulge in her association very liberally. That's why at age of 50, no service, Baba, bus ja raha hu main. Every grostha should say full stop for this. बहुत सेवा की आप, आपके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. मैं अभी जा रहा हूँ. वो बोलती मैं भी आऊंगा. कुछ दिन के लिए रखिए, उसके बाद आप उससे वानप्रस्थ स्टेजेस रहता है. पहले परिवार से दूर हो जाते पति पत्नी, उसके बाद पति पत्नी से भी दूर हो जाते. फेस बाई फेस. एक ही बार सब छोड़ में झटका लगेगी नहीं. जिस दिन शादी हो उसी दिन तय करना है कि ये जाने वाले हैं कहीं. ऐसा नहीं ड्रीम्स नहीं बनाना है कि ये जन्म जन्मों के बाद 7 जन्मों तक यही है. ऐसा लड़की लड़का पति पत्नी बैठ के यही बोलते रहते, मैं तो आपको संग कभी नहीं छोड़ूंगी, कभी नहीं छोड़ूंगी. वो सब नहीं चलता है. कभी नहीं छोड़ेगा। क्यों नहीं छोड़ेगा? साथ में लेके जाएंगे क्या गोलोक? मेरे पत्नी उधर नहीं चलते हैं। सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य, उनका डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा है एक्चुअली। वो ऊपर बैठे माँ में एकम शरण में जा, मी वो ऐसा बोलते हैं। कुछ नहीं चलता है, कोई अटैचमेंट नहीं चलेगा, ओनली यू शुड लव मी। उनका डिमांड भी उस प्रकार का है। क्या करे तो? आपको कौन चाहिए? पत्नी चाहिए, भगवान चाहिए? बोलिए, क्या चाहिए? पत्नी चाहिए, भगवान चाहिए? भगवान। हाँ? हाँ, मिलेगा। लेकिन ये पत्नी उधर नहीं रहती। बहुत खुशी दूसरा मिलेगा, माता जी दूसरा मिलेगा। आज रात को है आपका घर में, दूसरा मिलेगा। बहुत उत्साह से बने, माता जी आंखों में चमक आया, दूसरा मिलेगा करके। ओके, उधर काम नहीं रहते थे, वो पत्नी पत्नी। देयर इज नो लस्ट इन स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड, देयर इज नो लस्ट एट ऑल, जीरो। And actually, but just for the system, they will like that. Together they serve actually, but there is no sex, zero attraction. वैसे बच्चों के लिए नहीं उधर। हाँ? No, no. Lord have rasa actually. He has rasa to take service like that also. But yeah, that is his demand, Lord's demand that is. But individual they don't need any family there. But Lord needs for rasa. Only one Purusha, all are females only. That's Prabhupada writing. Jivatma is also that's the Shakti of the Lord, so that's why it's a female. And we are all. But there you may see that's Pati, that's not really like that, like dominating, like that, nothing. They together.
How the society is so corrupted, they are even like men only. There is nothing in the Bhagavatam such things.
Because इतना डाउन हो गया सोसाइटी, भागवत स्क्रिप्चर्स की अंदर से भाग गई है सब। इतना गिर गए लोग। अमेरिका में बहुत बड़ा परेशान कि ट्रम्प बोल रहे कि अरे भाई आप लोग कम से कम इसको रोक के रखे यार, ये कैसे जेंडर चेंजिंग रोक दो। ओके, विल कीप हियर। बहुत मजा लिया हम लोगों ने, ठीक है। हरे श्रील प्रभुपाद की पिताए गौर प्रेमानंद। बाप रे, फिर भी 8 श्लोक हैं। और एक दिन बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, सैटरडे फ्राइडे को भी क्लास रहेगा आप लोग। हाँ, फ्राइडे भी रहेगा। हाँ? लिखा है क्या? ऐसे 7 दिन